Hello, welcome to PTR. I'm Oliver, and I'm joined by Niall, Alex, and Lewis.
Hello.
Hello.
It's time for the PTR show, our bi-weekly news and discussion podcast. This time we're discussing all of the Summer Games Fest presentations, plus a review of 007 First Light, all that and more. But first, what have we been playing?
Beep boop boop. What have we been playing?
What have we been playing?
What have we been playing? I'll tell you what I've been playing.
Go on.
I've been playing a little game called Mina the Hollower.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you end up completing that, Niall, in the end?
No, I keep bouncing off it.
Just keep
bouncing off it.
So I liked Mina the Hollower a lot. I felt the difficulty was a little bit unnecessary for the type of game that it is. But luckily, they're good guys over at Yacht Club, and they provide lots and lots of modifiers, including a very basic assist mode modifier, which is basically just easy mode. So I smashed through it on that. I gave that an 8 out of 10. And then I played a wee little game called Librarian Tidy Up the Arcane Library. Now, I gave this one a 6. And it's a strange one. It starts off, it presents itself as like a cozy jigsaw puzzle type game. There's like the 3,072 books just strewn about the floor, and you've got to put them in the right place on the right shelf. There's little guides on the wall to tell you which subject goes where, and there's lots of series of books. So it starts off like that. But then as you start to fill the shelves, once you've filled 2 shelves, you start getting power-ups. And that then creates a weird snowball effect where you get power-ups every few seconds, and they get upgraded to the point where the game basically plays itself. I think it took me 4 hours in total. 2 hours of that was doing the first 200 books, and the second 2 hours of that was doing the 2,800 that was left. That's how much it speeds up. You are basically just pressing right trigger to you pick up a book, press right trigger to pick up all the books from that series from wherever they are. They just fly into your hands, and then you go up to a shelf, press left trigger, and it puts them all in order for you. So I think it would have been a lot better as like a cozy game if it lasted longer, first of all, and if it had to have power ups, then maybe just a little less generous, I think. But
yeah, maybe like you get like 1 and 2 or something, or like 3 and 4, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it flew in the face of what the game was, I believe, like what it presented itself to be. Anyway, yeah, 6 out of 10. Alex, what have you been playing?
I've not been playing much apart from Video Game Book Club game and James Bond, but I did finally finish Pokopia, just because I was right at the end of it, and I think I played it the same way that you played it towards the end, where it literally just became a grind fest.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up giving it a 5 out of 10 just because I think if the game was just the first area, then it would have probably been like an 8 or 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
But introducing those other 3 areas, which were as big as the first area, it was just a slog.
Yeah. It's like exactly like people expected the first area to be it kind of thing. It probably, like you said before, like you Lewis said before, it should have been. It would have been much better. Just make one big area. Don't make you start again in a new area every single time. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but yeah, that's literally it from me.
Big dog.
Outside of the main, PTR stuff, the James Bonds and the Hat in Times, I haven't been playing too much apart from very two specific things. One of them I started playing yesterday. So one of them's been Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Online card game. I've really gotten back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently. I don't know what caused it. I don't know what sparked it, but there was something inside of me, a beast trying to tear its way out of my body, wanting to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I sort of had to try and satisfy that itch, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again has reminded me a lot of the reasons why Yu-Gi-Oh! Stinks, but it's also just great at the same time. So I'm having a ton of fun at this moment in time. The other game that I started playing, and I really don't know where this one came from, was Street Fighter 6.
Oh, damn.
Was it not the announcement that Tifa's going to be in it?
Kind of. I mean, that's not for ages. It's not for a while. So it's not honestly super relevant right now. But I was reading up on it and seeing how it's the biggest fighting game right now, despite it being 3 years after its release. And I'm pretty sure as of recently, it saw its highest amount of players, since its release. So I was like, what is this game doing that is so good? So I decided to buy it. It was quite cheap, and there's a lot of sales going on right now for it. So I decided to buy it. And the game's just really, really fucking good. It does one of the best tutorials I've ever seen in a fighting game. And as well as that, the control schemes for fighting are genius in a way where, like, Oliver, for example, who I know says he doesn't like fighting games for the reason that you have to learn combos and all that stuff, you could play Street Fighter 6 online and be perfectly fine playing it. They have 3 different systems in the game, one of them being classic controls, one of them being um I can't remember the exact names of it. I want to say the name to be clear about this, but it's classic controls, which is basically your having to move the analog stick for specific
Your
movement
quarter
and stuff
turns
all
and
that.
shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And then I want to say let me just look it up really quick, just so I can clarify exactly what they're called, because I don't want to get this wrong. Fighting modes.
yeah. I used to play. I think Street Fighter 4 was the last one I played, and I've learned the Hadouken and the Shoryuken, and that was pretty much all I
Yeah.
needed.
Oh, that's what it's called. There we go. Yeah, so there's classic controls, which is the original controls. They added a new control system called modern mode. So what modern mode does is it takes advantage of the fact that we now play on controllers.
Yeah,
And what it did was it assigned all of the buttons essentially to each button on the controller. So rather than having to do quarter circle turns and like holding back and all this other stuff, it's essentially the deepest it gets is holding right on the D-pad and pressing the special button, or pressing left on the D-pad and pressing the special button. And it has all of those moves automatically assigned to certain buttons and button combinations with the controller. So rather than having to learn all of these different moves, you can just sort of press the buttons, as well as that it has assisted combinations where if you play on modern controllers, for example, all you have to do is hold R2 and then press a combination of square 4 or 5 times and it will do an entire combo for you. It does, as a result, use one of the systems in the game, which is essentially your blocking and countering system in order for you to get, like, essentially, if you get pushed back up against the wall, there's a system in place where you can counter enemies and get yourself out of those situations. And using automatic combos uses that bar.
Yeah.
But it allows you to essentially do all these combos and fun moves without having to spend ages and ages labbing, learning how to do all of them. And I think that's incredibly fun. Like, legit, I was playing online and I was hitting combos I've never seen before, and it felt fucking fun doing it.
Ah.
The game treats players who've never played a fighting game before with like a ton of respect, and it gives you a really, really, really good tutorial while doing it. And I've never seen a fighting game quite do it like that. It does have its advantages and disadvantages. The way they've set it up is that if you use modern controls, your supers and your special abilities do slightly less damage than someone who's using manual. But that's basically the payoff of choosing one or the other. You can either commit to learning the full combos, which gives you slightly more damage and that like slight advantage, or you can commit to modern controls and still be able to compete with people online and it not feel unfair. I just think it's genuinely a genius system, and I can kind of understand why the game's as popular as it is, because I don't think I've ever seen another fighting game cater to modern players so much, or people who don't really play fighting games.
Yeah.
And I just think that's really cool. So I just wanted to give the game its props.
Yeah.
Because I just think that's really sick. And because I love fighting games, I love the idea of fighting games. I just suck at them.
Yeah. Same.
And the time commitment that's involved is a lot. So being able to play a game like this out of the gate, and it be a ton of fun is just a really, really good time.
Hopefully, series like Tekken take that
Oh,
forward
I'd
and
like
use,
it if
use
they
it
did,
as
yeah,
well.
for
Because
sure.
Tekken's my favorite for sure. Like Street Fighter's up there, but Tekken's my favorite in terms of like the characters and stuff like
What
that.
about
Yeah.
Smash Bros?
That's different.
That's
That's a different thing, isn't it? Speaking of things that are popular, though, what's the big deal with Tifa? Like, all the stuff online I've been
I
seeing
ex-
about it is
I
like saying it's
expla-
like the best collab ever.
I mean, I explained it to Alex during the stream. The reason is, first of all, Final Fantasy are very, I guess, unwilling to share their characters. They don't
Yeah.
want to collab with people because they don't want people to use their characters and essentially disrespect them.
Yeah.
They don't want them to be put in a bad game. They don't want them to be put in a
Kind of like
game
Nintendo.
that is controversial, stuff like that. So Square Enix are already sort of against collaborating with their Final Fantasy characters, but as well as that, it's been a massive thing for about, I'd say, a year now that Tifa would be a perfect character for Tekken.
Ah.
Ooh.
And it was theorized and basically begged for that please put her in Tekken. And Tekken came back, or people who worked at Tekken came back and essentially said it could happen. Realistically, it won't, because Square Enix are too safe with their property, that realistically it won't happen, but you never know. So when that Street Fighter announcement happened, it was a massive deal because everyone thought that if it was going to happen, it was going to be with Tekken. And this whole thing with Street Fighter was basically sort of like a nail in the coffin for Tekken, because Tekken 8 has already been on like a downhill, not particularly doing great sort of swing.
Yeah.
And Street Fighter essentially coming in and stealing Tifa and putting her in their game adds to Street Fighter 6's whole up and up thing, where they're just like going to the moon.
Yeah.
So it's like a massive deal. It's sort of like the big conflict between fighting games of Street Fighter. I don't know if you know love of Street Fighter, but Street Fighter 5 sucked. Like it almost ruined the franchise. People hated it. It was really, really bad. So when Street Fighter 6 came out, it had a lot to try and fix and resolve. And for some reason, it managed to come back stronger than ever and prove that like legacy franchises and series can still be popular in the modern day. Tekken, on the other hand, has sort of done the opposite, where it's just sort of gone down.
Yeah.
Like they've made so many bad
Stagnated.
decisions, terrible decisions, and it's just fallen apart. So yeah, that's why it's such a big deal that
Just
that
Capcom
Tifa's
again,
in.
man. Capcom just killing it, just all the
Yeah,
time at the moment.
I don't know. They have a good thing going. They have like a good baseline for Tekken 6 or Tekken and just in general. But I think it's just because I've got who's in charge of it or whoever's managing Tekken at the moment just doesn't seem to know what they're doing.
No.
I think a lot of people got laid off who worked on the Tekken team, and I think quite a few people left and have gone to other companies.
Bandai
I think one
Namco
of the
Tekken, isn't it?
yeah, I think one of
Yeah.
the main guys who works for Tekken has gone to the studio that does Virtua Fighter, I think now or
Oh,
something.
damn.
So yeah, it's not looking good for them. But yeah, that's why it's a big deal that she's in Street Fighter 6.
Cracking. Thank you very much
Just
for
like a
this.
culmination of things.
Niall.
1 second. Open up the soundboard. Discord is lagging for me.
Oh, it's Niall's indie corner.
Shut up, you didgeridongus. It's time for Niall's Indie Game Corner.
There we go. So I'm going to highlight 2 games. So for people who don't know, Next Fest actually starts a week early when it comes to demos, because people need to put demos on Steam, and then they need to try and get influencers to download them and prepare to push content for them. So there's been loads of demos which come on Steam ahead of the Next Fest, which happens next week. And there's 2 which I'll talk about. The first one, and I don't know if you'll be able to get footage for the second one, but you might be able to for the first one. It's called Dark Bazaar. It is essentially a CS:GO crate simulator, but it's really interesting. So the idea is, you don't think you can find it.
Absolutely nothing. No.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it says no.
And...
Bazaar is in the market.
Oh, I
Oh.
see.
Bazaar.
Bazaar. Like
The
that.
double A.
There you go.
Is any of these? Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, any of them. So the idea is that you sit in a room, you gotta pay off some debt, and to do that, you need to get contracts, which are people which want certain types of guns. Then you go to the shop and you buy crates which have different odds of getting guns. And then once you roll those crates, you can choose to keep guns or sell guns. The more of certain crates you buy, the higher rarity the guns in the game in those crates become, and then they give you more money, and they also give you more money for fulfilling contracts too. And that is the entire game, yet it is incredibly Moorish. I feel like this game it's got like a 50-50 chance of either being like nothing, no one's gonna play it, or like what's that game that came out, Clover Pit? Like it's got a very similar vibe to Clover Pit in terms of the slot machine style thing. And I think it's got an edge as well because it's it's definitely taken inspiration from the CS:GO crate stuff, which is apparently more healthy than the US stock market CS:GO crates, and growing twice as fast as the South Korean stock market. So there's another bit of information for you.
It
The
is
sec-
quite help. I just want to say, not to discredit everything. I just want to add on to it. It's just I found out recently that Valve are doing everything in their power to try and not ruin it, but to make crates worse and to make weapons and stuff worse. Like they want more of the profits, and a lot of people sell off of Steam.
Yeah.
So they keep implementing things that are essentially forcing people to buy on Steam or sell on Steam. Like they keep adding things that are reducing the price of really high cost guns, so that people are more likely to buy them on Steam. Because I think it's anything above, you can't sell anything above $3,000. I think on Steam is the limit or something like that. So they're implementing a bunch of stuff to try and force people to buy and sell on the Steam markets because they take like 20%, I think, of every sale or something like that.
Because there's some rare old crates, which in China in particular, from what I heard, they can like go up for like multiple millions of dollars.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
wild,
which is
man.
kind of insane.
These are
Yeah.
digital goods we're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
it's
Yeah.
so
ridiculous.
strange.
But the other game, you will not find footage. I've tried. It has one review on the demo. It is called Keyboard Smash. And when you search on YouTube, you'll come up with a bunch of people from
Smashing
10 years ago
keyboards.
smashing their keyboards.
Try putting keyboard smash in quotation marks.
You'll be able to find it. You'll be able to find it on Steam, definitely.
One second, I got this.
I just want to see if it will pop on.
No.
No.
So Keyboard Smash is the weirdest game I've ever played. So it is clearly one guy's excuse to try out as a voice actor. So it's like it looks like an old Flash game, and the aim of the game is there isn't really much of a name, but you're like manning this counter, and these wacky characters that are completely insane come up to you with items or problems or just want to talk to you, and then you just decide whether or not to help them or not. There's some which you can decide, you can make that decision, some others which will just come up and spout nonsense at you and leave. And it's all clearly the same guy putting on slightly different voices. And it is really funny. Like, it is a very, very funny experience. And then there's this other Undertale-esque combat mechanic as well. Occasionally, you'll have to do some combat where you're like this little like asteroid arrow on screen, and you've got to like hit different things and avoid like bullet hell projectiles. But the vast majority of the game is just sitting there and listening to these quirky characters. If you play it for 10 minutes, you'll understand. And this game will not sell anything, I don't think. But if you have an opportunity to play it, I recommend you do. The demo is on Steam now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I've played a couple others, but those are the two most interesting ones. So that's Niall's Indie Game Corner.
No,
1 second.
no, we don't
play
need it
as
again.
well.
We don't need it again.
No, we don't need it again.
Let's play as well.
Shut up, you didgeridongus. It's time for Niall's Indie Game Corner.
There we go.
God, I fucking hate
You need to
that.
make another one that says it's time for the end of Niall's Indie Game Corner.
Or
I
just
do.
make one that's just slightly quieter. Right, anyway, it's time for the news, fellas.
Out with the olds, in with the news. It's news time.
See, that one definitely needs updating. He used music for
Yeah.
his own one, but for the general ones, he just spoke words. Right.
Yeah.
So obviously, the news is going to be very much focused around what used to be E3. So we've got Summer Games Fest, call it whatever you want now. The time of year where everyone puts on wee little
E4.
presentations. There was a lot more presentations that we're going to cover. We're just going to cover the main four. So we're not
PC Gaming Show.
No.
Right, PC Gaming Show definitely deserves to be in it over the direct.
I don't know what to tell you, brother. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I've got in my notes. If you want to talk about stuff from PC Gaming Show, we can do.
I didn't watch it. I know nothing about it. So.
Why bring it up?
You watched the directs, right?
I did. I wish I didn't.
Anyway,
I wish I watched PC
right.
Gaming Show instead.
We'll
But,
start with the PlayStation State of Play. The way we're going to do this, I'm just going to go around and you can talk about whatever you want, and then I'll cover anything in my notes that we haven't talked about yet. Yes?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
Right, hot take. Very hot. Wolverine, I think it's going to be slightly above mid.
I mean,
Did we watch the same trailer?
I've seen
Because-
a lot of people online saying a similar thing, but it's difficult at this point to understand whether or not anyone is being serious or if it's just people complaining to complain. I don't, because I thought it looked fine. I thought it looked
It does look good.
Yeah,
I don't understand what this
good.
is.
In fact, I can't really refute that because up until there was a bit of dead air, I didn't have that opinion. But just to back it up, genuinely, I think that the combat looks great, super gory. Apparently, there's non-gory mode. I don't know how they're going to do that. Like, are they just going to remove the blood?
They'll do what Mortal Kombat did years ago and turn it into sweat.
Yeah. But I don't feel like the combat is going to. It was the same with the Spider-Man games. The combat didn't keep my attention. It's why I preferred Spider-Man 1 over Spider-Man 2, because Spider-Man 1's story was much better. It all come down to the story of Wolverine. I think that'll get me through it. because it is just going to be mashing buttons. Like, especially with like a Spider-Man had gadgets as well. Wolverine's not going to have gadgets.
I might have gadgets.
He almost definitely will not have gadgets. And they hinted at something which could be interesting. Like, obviously, we got Jean Grey, which helps out, but you don't have any control over that. But it would be cool if, you know, every act of the game, there is a different mutant which is sort of comboing with you. It would be nicer to have more control over it. Maybe you do, because here clearly the UI feels a bit stripped back. So there might be some stuff there that you can control. But overall, I think for me, it's going to be like a 7.5 out of 10. That's what I'm estimating
I don't
right
know,
now.
man. I have trust in Insomniac. I understand what you're saying. I don't agree with it, but I understand what you're saying. This just looks fun to me. Like, I don't think I'll get tired of this. What we're seeing right now.
No, I think it looks fun as well. I think people, which is valid. I think people are getting just a bit tired of Insomniac basically being the only people making superhero games, and I think that's what's starting to make people be of the opinion that Wolverine's going to suck ass or it's not looking very good, because it does look like what they put out with Spider-Man 2, not necessarily in gameplay and the way the story's being told. Luckily, it's not an open world and it is a story-based thing, which I think is going to work a lot better for Wolverine.
Yes.
But a lot of their stuff, obviously, has just been superhero stuff for the past 10 years now at this point, almost.
Yeah.
And I think people are just getting a bit sick and tired of their style of how they do things, and they just kind of want to see someone else take a go at making a game. Is that Insomniac's fault? No. But I can maybe understand where that's coming from. Because I mean, like, if I'm just basically titled for a trailer, I think this looks fun. Like I said, I have no real issues with this. I'm still down for the Insomniac style. I still very much trust Insomniac, even if Spider-Man 2 was a bit lackluster in some ways in the story department. I don't know. I just don't have many negatives to say based on what we've seen. But like I said, I can understand why people may or may not be having the best time with it, or just wanting to see something a bit more fresh, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah. So I don't know anything about Wolverine, as we gathered when we were watching the trailer. But I think it does look fun. I'm interested to learn more about Wolverine, and like maybe it'll show like his backstory and stuff. Hopefully,
X-Men in general.
Because I think the only thing I know is that he's mates with Deadpool, because we played the Deadpool game.
True. Yeah.
That's like the only thing I know.
He's in a lot of comics with Deadpool, for sure.
Yeah,
movie as well.
but no, I'm excited for it. I'm hoping, because it's looking a bit like the Deadpool game, where it looks a bit repetitive.
I got that vibe as well.
Yeah. Which I hope not, but we'll just have to see. When's it out? In 3 months?
Yeah, 3 months.
But good. It's looking good.
It really depends on what the mission structure is going to be like, and if they actually have interesting set pieces for every mission, or if it's going to feel very samey with very similar locations. Like, you're just killing things, but in a slightly different location. That is going to depend on what they do with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like slight spoilers for the James Bond review, but it's like it would have been the same with James Bond. In that, if it was just combat encounters like what we're seeing here, then yes, it probably would have been boring. But they had these excellent set pieces in between, so I think that's what'll make or break it for sure.
Yeah.
We usually do planning off screen, but I think we should do a retrospective for the Wolverine game, which came out with X-Men Origins.
I would love to, but I don't know how the hell we even play that one.
We just got to try and figure it out, I think.
I mean, we'd probably have to physically buy it and play it on a console somehow.
What did it come out on?
360 and PS3.
Well, you can figure out some Xbox 360. I mean, I played the Simpsons game on an emulator, so
yeah. Well, we'll see, but it might be a hard one to do, especially it's PS3 emulation's pretty much a no go. 360 pretty much in the same place at the moment. It's getting harder and harder. We'll move on. Right, so next one I've got on my list, unless someone else wants to speak up, is Rayman Legends Retold.
I've heard some discourse.
Oh,
I have some discourse. Immediately.
You have some discourse.
I have some
you are the discourse.
I am. I'm the one the people are talking about online.
He's the one who knocks.
No, the main thing I've got with this is I think the game. Right, this is the issue. I think the game looks great, but I think the game also looks massively worse than the original game.
Ooh, interesting.
No,
that is the discourse. To be fair,
I think the original game's art style looks infinitely better than what we're seeing here, but I think what we're seeing here doesn't look bad. That's the issue. Is it looks great. They're doing that whole Unreal 5, everything, there's bloom everywhere, everything's bright, everything's crispy, reflective, it looks sick. But I just think the original art style has so much character to it, and I think some of that is lost with these newer up-to-date 3D models and backgrounds and stuff. This whole realistic thing, I don't think works as well for Rayman as the original game does, being a lot more cartoony. The original game still looks gorgeous, and it's weird to me that they're even remaking this game in the first place. I'm not saying it doesn't deserve or warrant a remake, but I think the original still looks spectacular, and it's a weird one to remake because of that. 2D games don't overly age poorly. It's kind of
No.
hard for it to age poorly, so making an entire remake on a game that already looked kind of amazing and was amazing when it came out just seems a bit odd, in my opinion.
So I got 2 points off the back of that. First of all, I disagree with you in terms of how it looks. I think this looks infinitely better.
Loves Unreal Shot.
What Lewis was saying about all the bloom, the bloom and shit, that was exactly the same as it was in the first version. There was bloom all the fuck over it. That was kind of the style of it, and I think the 3D, like the way they've kind of like translated it into 3D, looks almost the same as in terms of the characters. It's like almost the same. They've just 3D eyes, and I
Really?
think
I
don't think it was
I don't
realistic
think
at
that.
all. It's very very cartoony. It's just 3D. I think the only one who looks slightly different is Rayman himself. All the rest of the characters look exactly as they should do, in my opinion.
Oh, Lewis is wrong. Is that?
No, not saying. I'm saying I
Wrong,
disagree
it's
with them.
opinion.
Yeah, there is a.
Lewis is
I
wrong.
forgot what my second point was. What did you say after the way it looks? Yeah, right, yeah, I get it. Yeah. So yes, I do agree that this did not need a remake at all.
Oh, yes,
It is
yeah.
available on everything, and they could have easily just, if they wanted to make 3D levels, just put it in a new game. Everyone would have been happy. No one would have had an issue with that because they wouldn't have been changing a game that they love, and they would have been making a new Rayman game.
I am a big fan of the price range that they're releasing this game at, and the fact that you get a second game with it, which
Yeah.
they did not make clear at all. So for people who don't know, there were 2 Rayman games. There was Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends, and this is a remake of the second game, which is it Origins?
Legends.
Legends is the second one, and then they're doing not a remade version, but a remaster of Origins included with this, I think it's £40.
Yeah.
I think, which is incredible in 2026. 2 games for 40 quid. Admittedly, obviously,
and they're both excellent games as well.
Yeah, being remakes and remasters and stuff, but still very, very good value. And I wish they'd spoken about that more because I did not know that we were even getting the second game as part of the package until after the fact, until way after the fact. So.
It's a very un-Ubisoft move. It's
For
very
sure.
strange. Maybe they're working on their image a bit. We'll move on. So next one was Control Resonant. Niall, I'm sure you got things to say.
Yeah, very very hyped. Honestly, I'm glad that we got more Jesse in there. That's who I care about the most. But obviously, it's going to be mainly what's his face? What's he called?
Dylan.
It's going to be mainly Dylan, which is fine. Combat looks cool. So, as someone who previewed it said it's quite like Devil May Cry, which is cool. So excited for that. I'm just worried about the story. That's all.
Yeah.
Like with the focus being more pulled, I felt like whether or not the combat was great or not in the original Control, they got the balance of the weird FBC story stuff and the combat right in terms of pacing. I think I've said before, I've never read every single note in the game, but I did in that. And this doesn't look like the place in the city where you'll find a lot of notes.
No.
So that's the bit because I think it's similar with Wolverine. If it's going to be all combat and it looks relatively repetitive, but less so than Wolverine, I might not like it as much as the first one.
I agree with you on the combat thing on this one because I don't know what, because did the first one have set pieces? I don't remember there being set pieces in the first one.
It had set pieces, but like not Uncharted set pieces. If you remember, I can't remember what area it was, but that like entire area where it kept like shifting and changing when you were inside, it was like a library sort of thing. Remember that?
The smoking room thing, with the song played. Yeah, that was the best part of the game for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So there are set pieces, and there's like micro ones where you like use the light switch and you go to the motel and stuff.
Yeah, I'm worried about this game. I'm really worried. I'm not gonna like it. I've gone back and played Control recently, and the second playthrough is a lot worse than the first one, for sure. It's quite repetitive. Once you know what's actually happening and what's going to happen, it's very repetitive. kind of boat. The gunplay is just not very good. It's very spongy, and I feel like this going out of the bureau is just going to make that so much worse because you haven't got the
Yeah.
atmosphere at all.
Bureau is what makes it.
I mean, I think a
Yeah.
lot of the fear is coming from the fact, and I think it's perfectly valid, is that people, for a sequel of Control, people are expecting a game about Jesse or just more
Yeah.
Jesse, and we're not getting that seemingly. And I think a lot of people's fear and worry is exactly that. I think just the fact that it isn't centered around Jesse, and obviously they are switching up the way the gameplay works and stuff, is just adding to all the worry. And I think people are probably thinking to themselves more as this should have been a spin-off as opposed to a direct sequel, but we've just got to see what Remedy do really with it.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic. They haven't let me down yet. So
No. Well, apart from
FPC.
Alan Wake 1, FPC.
FPC was
Yeah, I was what I was gonna say was that I think that I'm either consciously or subconsciously more worried because of FPC. I know it was a separate team on it, but they made a game that's focused entirely around combat, and it wasn't very good.
it was pretty bad.
In terms of games in this universe, they are about 50% good, 50% bad.
Yeah.
So it could quite easily go either way. And the fact that it's like I say based on Dylan, and I think Dylan was the worst character in the first game. You know what I mean?
Well, it wasn't really there. It was
there at the very end, pretty much.
it was a MacGuffin for Jesse, so we don't know anything about him. But the vibes are always immaculate in these games, so I think we could maybe trust that they'll make the city of Manhattan.
As long as we get immaculate vibes, that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Right. Cool.
Did you know that New Yorkers, when they refer to the city, they refer to Manhattan exclusively?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that's New York City. Manhattan is New York City.
Okay.
Cool.
Did you two know it?
No.
I think so.
Okay, cool. Right. Well, I feel better now. So, I'm glad you spoke up at the time.
Right. Next thing was Until Dawn 2. This was a big surprise, at least for me. It just looks like we were saying when we were watching it, weren't we, that it looked like The Quarry. Now
It looked more like The Quarry
Yes.
than Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Which is a big difference in terms of
I
quality.
think I made a joke. I was like, "Is this Until Dawn 2?" And I've not played any of those games, so
Yeah.
You should. I reckon you like them, probably, maybe.
probably I've just not got around to it.
It's the better games, honestly. Like,
Until Dawn's the best one. Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. But this isn't being made by the same
It
people.
isn't. No.
It's been given to a completely new studio, and from what I saw of this trailer, I'm not excited for it at all.
The characters seem. That's the thing. The characters in Until Dawn were unlikable, but like you could like resonate with some of them. These seem like completely and
Just
utterly unlikable.
Fucking douchebags a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and what's cool about the Until Dawn games and the Quarry, if you go in the mindset of the game is about getting to the end with as many characters as possible, then it becomes more interesting.
Yeah.
But it needs to be pulled along by the story, and like Until Dawn has some big hitters in terms of actors as well. That bloody Rami Malek in it,
Yeah.
which like they carried a lot of that story, but I don't think. Wait, someone was saying that was it you, Lewis? You were saying that there was a guy in here from
It's like
something.
the guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah, Billy from Stranger Things and also the Power Rangers reboot is in it. That guy who you saw just a second ago is Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3. He's a big voice actor now and stuff.
Yeah.
One of the girls is from Cobra Kai, I think. So you've got quite a big. I wouldn't say anywhere near as big as the original Until Dawn cast like that. Like even outside of Rami Malek, that had some really big actors.
I had the guy from Agents of Shield. I can't remember his name is.
Yeah,
But he was in it. Yeah.
But
and also the woman from Superstore.
Yes, it did.
Yes,
yes.
Which is crazy.
But yeah, that guy there, Billy, he's from Stranger Things. So like they have some good talent in here. I think the character models look kind of weird.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I don't know if it just gets an early trailer or what. I think the characters somehow look worse than they did in the original Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Which is a bit odd because that game's quite old now. But again, this might just be an incredibly early trailer. I have no idea to the extent. Well, it's coming out next year, I guess. So they must be close, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It was a nice surprise seeing that it was Until Dawn 2. I'm happy to be getting another one, completely removing it from the original team.
Was that the therapist game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the bit. Well, aside from the title, that was the oh shit, this is Until Dawn thing. That's when everyone went.
Oh, for a second. It was a bit like him.
But yeah, removing the original team off of it and having someone else completely making a sequel is scary. it's always scary when that happens. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure they can do something good. I suppose.
Well, the thing is, so the main competitors at the moment, I suppose, are the Dark Pictures Anthology, and they're kind of just falling off at the moment. Like they're getting worse and worse. So,
Yeah, like incredibly hit or miss.
So it'd be like,
What is it with developers who make those story type games just like have a very short lifespan? Like they immediately start becoming shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. They had so much time with Directive 8020 as well to get it right.
yeah.
And
They
it
just
was
have one good story to tell, and then it's done. They don't have any more after that, but they're like, we've got to make more. So
Beethoven and whoever the other guy was who made Mixtape, though, they're on an upswing at the moment because that game was much better than what's it called? That game, the game that they made first. I forgot the name of it now. The Art Escape or something like that.
The Artful Escape.
The Artful Escape, yeah. So they're on an upswing there. So maybe we'll
Artful Escape.
banger.
Thank you.
And then finally for Sony, obviously the big one was God of War Laufey. What did we think of that?
Thought it was great.
Yeah.
I think they've shown too much.
I think it pissed me off a bit that they had a direct and then said we're going to spend 20 minutes on uninterrupted gameplay, and in 95% of it was a cutscene. I think that was a bit annoying.
And the fact that when we do play this game, we have to watch that cutscene again.
Yeah, but it'll be in 2 years' time. We'll forget what it was. And they did the exact same thing with 2016 as well. Like, they did it twice with 2016. They didn't have an orchestra on a boat, though, which is what they have for... not 2018, not 2016.
But I think it looks fun. Obviously, it's based on my minimal experience with God of War 2018. So I think it looks fun. I think it definitely adds to it. I think it looks a lot floatier, a lot less heavy, a lot quicker, which I think is going to be fun. And I think it will change the combat up enough where it should feel fresh. But yeah, the gameplay that they showed, I don't think didn't overly do much for me because, like I said, most of it was just a cutscene, really. So I'd need to see more actual gameplay and more just doing stuff. But like I said, I think it looks a lot faster and snappier than Kratos' combat, which I think is a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's it's also a good thing that they're expanding the franchise into like new characters and stuff like that. I think it's good. I think it's really good because, like you say, Kratos is incredibly heavy in the way that he controls, and Faye seems really light. She stay in the air for a large period of time, stuff like that. I think it looks really good as well, and it does the whole like the way the story seems to be going is obviously Faye's died. She dies at the beginning of God of War, and that she goes into a afterlife that is specifically for gods. I can't remember what they call it, like Otherworld or something. So there's going to be lots of different mythologies mixed in there. There's going to be lots of different characters like that. I think it's really expanding is good. Obviously, there's a lot of discourse around this game right now.
Yes.
And I don't say this often, but I think those people probably just need to go outside just a little bit.
Yeah, they don't like Jack Quaid as the Cube, do they?
Is that the issue?
To be fair, the Jack Quaid Cube thing, I haven't played like the God of War 1 or Ragnarok.
Yeah.
But the cube does feel really out of place to me. It feels really odd.
I don't think so.
It feels out of place in Midgard for sure, but she ain't in Midgard.
Yeah.
She is in this completely new realm.
What they're doing is they're matching, I think, what the two God of War games had. So they had what's the kid's name? I forgot his name. Atreus, and they had Mimir. That was his name, right? Mimir, yeah. So we got Mimir being the ribbon, and Atreus being Jack Quaid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's going to work out. I think that the ribbon is cool. I don't really have anything else opinion wise.
They've got so much freedom with this new area. They've got so much freedom to just do mad shit. They don't have to follow any one mythology anymore. They can do whatever they want, and that's good.
Yeah, the big red guys from Mongolian mythology.
Mongolian mythology. We got Egyptian mythology there. Then, like say Frank, the Joanna's Cube is from nothing, but that doesn't mean it's not from a mythology they've made up in this game. Which is what I mean. They got lots of.
I mean, they could do anything.
The only downside to this for me was the fact that there was no even slight hint of a release window, which means 2028 at the earliest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
I mean, that plus Intergalactic, 2028 is looking good.
Yeah, we didn't see Intergalactic at all in this presentation.
Exactly.
I genuinely think this might be a PS6 launch title, unironically.
Yeah.
Speaking of
think about, but yeah.
Speaking of long windows, I think I read that it was the 8th year anniversary of the Elder Scrolls 6 announcement.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It's ridiculous. I know Todd
Jesus
Howard
Christ.
regrets that all the time, but like it truly was an awful mistake they
Yeah.
made. I don't know why he did it.
Yeah.
there we go.
But still keep
God of War.
pumping out content for Fallout 76 though. Just kill
People
the
keep
game
playing
and put
that.
the team on Elder Scrolls for fuck's sake. All right.
People love it.
Is there anything else from the PlayStation showcase that we want to talk about?
It was the
think
second
so.
best one, from what I understand.
The second best one. Interesting.
Yeah.
What
I haven't
was
watched the
Best
best
one was
one.
like earlier this year.
Yeah. What was your first best one?
From what I've heard, it was the Xbox one, right?
Yeah, it means out of all the current showcase. It means out of the showcases that happened this week.
I'm talking about the
yeah.
history of PlayStation showcases.
Well, that's what I thought it was.
No, I know he's talking about the
that one is reserved for the one where God of War 2018 was showed. Like that was magical. I remember Oliver was asleep on the sofa and he said, "Wake me up at 2 a.m. to watch this."
Yeah.
And I woke him up and he wasn't happy. and then we watched the best showcase ever.
Yeah. Good times. All right, so we'll move on to the Summer Games Fest, as that was next chronologically. So first of all, they showed a trailer for what turned out to be the new Resident Evil remake, Code Veronica.
This was sad because this was when the
Yeah,
stream
it was all.
died.
Yeah, it was all for me and Alex. So the Gamescom stream was shit. For like the first hour and a half, it was awful. The one on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we moved over to Twitch. So me and Alex, we were watching this up until we got into the house with the old lady, and then the stream died. And then as soon as I refreshed it, it was Hunk holding
Claire.
Claire, yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah, Claire. And then I went to Alex. This is Resident Evil. And he went, "What?" And I went, "Yeah, it's Resident Evil Code Veronica."
Yeah, because he didn't have chance to share the screen yet.
Yeah,
so I was literally just watching nothing.
I did watch it after the fact, and to be fair, we didn't really miss anything.
Right.
She
Very
just stood in
slow.
the room and then left the room.
Yeah.
But
There was no. So neither me or Nal knew this was Resident Evil until Claire pops up on the screen. I don't know much about Code Veronica at all, but I had no idea that she was ever in a hotel in the game.
I had a slight feeling it was Resident Evil just because the Resident Evil engine is very easy to identify. And it kind of looked like a Resident Evil engine game. So
right up until Claire showed up, I was saying it was Outlast. Like I thought this could be Outlast.
I threw Outlast down originally as soon as it started.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
But yeah, like they come out saying this is third person, which is weird because the entire trailer is in first person. But do you think they'll do what they did with 9, where they allow for both?
No, I do not.
No,
think so.
because I think they only did that in 9 because you were switching between perspectives, so they didn't want people who were used to one perspective to not be able to have that freedom in both. I think since this is just primarily third person, well, assumingly primarily third person, there'd be no reason to give you that option. I don't think.
Yeah. For
But
sure.
they're designing the game with one way in mind, and it will be in third person.
With that being said, I am betting a KFC bucket that it will be first and third person.
Buckets. Your buckets are mean.
You owe me two. You owe me two.
It's either 2 or 3 you owe me.
Well, I'm just convinced because why would they do an entire trailer in first person?
Because
maybe just throw people off.
Yeah, because they didn't. I think they wanted to build the mystery kind of thing. They didn't want people to guess straight away. If they put Claire, I would have known immediately that it was Code Veronica if they showed Claire. But yeah, and this is kind of breaking news, but not really.
Breaking news.
But not really.
The producer of Resident Evil Veronica said that they're going to adjust the story of the game to fit the series timeline. Because obviously,
I think that's fine.
Yeah, it's completely fine. I'm happy with these remakes rewriting things as long as the remakes stay consistent to each other.
Yes, no, that is what's important to me. Some people have issues with what Resident Evil 2 changed, for example. But I think this is essentially a new franchise and a new series that they're building, regardless of if they're remakes. And I'd like that lore to all make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want them to cater to the original Code Veronica and this just feel incredibly out of place to what's currently happening. I just think it'd be stupid to not do that. So if people are mad about that, it's unfortunate, but I just think it's the best way going forward.
The only people that are mad about that are gatekeepers, and they're gatekeepers like does Resident Evil in general. They're people that swear off the remakes completely, saying it's a travesty that happened. It's like why do you hate that more people are enjoying the franchise that you love, and they are making the games more playable?
Well, the fact that people are enjoying them this much means you're going to keep getting more of them as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if you
it's
want the
like-
franchise to die, then go ahead, I guess. But like, this is funding more games, so
Yeah.
I'd be happy about it if I were you. Because
Exactly.
otherwise, it would have been dead with 8. I guess that would have been the last one, and then it would have just been over.
Yeah. What I am interested in to see is what Chris is going to look like in this game.
Probably different,
Yeah.
as he is in every game.
I'm
Honestly,
really
I think
hoping they stick with like the 8 model.
Yeah, at this point, I think it's just funny to just change him every game, all the way up until the end.
Legit.
Bring out the 7 model.
No,
yeah,
never.
Hopefully, that's an early 2027 release, like a February March time sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm excited to play another Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
Not bored of him yet.
Next thing they announced, sorry, I'm going through these quite fast because there's quite a lot to get through,
That's fine.
was the Studio MDHR popped up and announced 2 Cuphead games. So I'm not going to talk about this long because I think I'm probably the only one who's interested. So they,
You all like Cuphead?
they first announced a new, like, properly drawn animated game. They didn't tell us anything about it or anything like that, but probably it's just going to be another run and gun combat kind of game like we saw. But then they announced what's the bleeding name of it? I've forgotten. Can I remember? It's like Cuphead's the Mighty Cuphead Adventure, which looks really, really cool in my opinion. I really like the look of it. It's like
I
pixel art 2D side scroller thing.
I loved Cuphead. I think the fact that they're doing this is sick. I won't be playing it probably because I don't particularly care for this style of a 2D platformer.
Yeah.
But I think it's really, really, really fucking cool that they're releasing an official Sega Mega Drive cartridge version of the game.
Is that what they're doing? Really?
Yeah.
What the
They're
fuck?
releasing it on Mega Drive. Yeah, and you can buy it on Mega Drive and play it on the console, which I think is really cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
But yeah, this whole announcement was very, very exciting. And anything from them at this point, I'm excited for because Cuphead was fucking incredible.
Turns out I was wrong. Everyone's frothing at the mouth for it.
Yeah.
I forgot we all play. I forgot we all play Cuphead. I were really.
Yeah,
I know
dude,
I picked it for video game book club, but I
fucking
completely forgot.
platinumed it. I thought it was great.
Alright, so moving on. 2 packs Back from the Dead. If anyone interested in that. In the straight, well, what is this Stranger Than Heaven? I've not really been following it at all, and I didn't really watch.
Right, to me, this game is the vibes. It looks right. Anytime I see a trailer for it, it looks so sick. Like it looks like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I still don't really know what the hell it is. People keep saying it's Yakuza. I've seen gameplay of it now, like properly. It isn't. It actually looks like they're taking a significant leap forward with like just Sega in general and what they're doing with these games. It doesn't look like Yakuza. It doesn't feel like Yakuza. It looks like its own thing, and I think that's really, really smart going forward. It's just got so much style and flair. It's just really fucking cool. But I still, like I said, don't know what it's about in the slightest, not even a little bit. I don't know why Tupac's there. I don't know why Snoop Dogg's there. I don't know why any of this is happening, but it looks really cool. And I think that's good if you can make a game with this much style that makes me want to play it purely off just visually how it looks.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen anything quite like this, I think, ever. And I think the game's going to be a banger. All the early reviews and all the early gameplay tests that people have done, people have said it's very fun to play. So I'm intrigued, even if I don't know what's going on.
Why is Tupac here, man? why is that a thing? I know families can sell the rights to dead people, right? I get that, right? But why are you doing that? Just let him stay dead. I mean, it's so weird.
I've heard a lot of mixed things about him even being in it, in terms of like the estate basically didn't want him to be in it. Like the actual family and stuff didn't want it, but because of who owns the estate or who owns like a part of it or something, they were essentially able to like force the hand and just sort of do it. And apparently, and I saw this as a quote the other day, apparently in Japan it's just not a big of a deal to revive dead actors and put them in stuff. Apparently they do it quite a lot with famous Japanese actors and comedians and all sorts. Apparently they're just not bothered about it. So apparently that's why they also don't really see it as that big of an issue, whereas Westerners seem to have more of a...
It's not a fucking Japanese actor.
He's
not.
Westerners seem to have more of an issue with resurrected dead people. I don't agree with it personally. Even if they give the rights to do so, I don't like it. I think it's weird.
No,
because they can never truly consent to what they do with it, regardless if you say, yeah, it's fine. it's still just really just odd, and I don't really like it.
Who,
To be honest.
who is it recently? It's like a proper famous actor that died that has been basically the family's allowed AI use of him.
I know James Earl Jones allows his voice to be used for AI for stuff, like permanently.
AI.
Oh, Bruce Willis. I
Bruce
think
Willis. Was it Bruce
he's
Willis?
not died yet, but
Yeah, but he's got like dementia, doesn't he?
yeah, Bruce Willis, I believe, has said they're allowed to use his likeness and stuff in films.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find it, but it was. I don't think it was Bruce Willis. What I read about.
Oh, really?
Because it was someone who was already dead. The Bruce Willis one is a whole different fucking version of insane and wrong. But
yeah,
but yeah. Yeah, so yeah, no, look, the game looks fun. That's just a really weird side note that I don't think needed to be there for sure. We'll move on to what I've got last, which is the Final Fantasy VII Revelation reveal. I assume we're all excited for this. I'm not, but I'm assuming other people.
I'm just sad I'm gonna have to play it. I'm sad that's like a month of my life.
Yeah, I'm sad that I'm going to have to play Rebirth as well.
Yeah.
Just don't be sad about it.
No, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
It's just
no,
long,
it's just
man.
literally it's just waiting for the amazing cutscenes. That's what these games are, because the gameplay is absolute trash.
No, the gameplay's good.
No.
I do agree.
It is. It's just spamming buttons. I can't believe you two
Every game's
both.
spamming
You
buttons.
two both. Yeah, but you two both platted Rebirth, right?
No,
you like got over 100 hours in it.
I'm close. No, I didn't play it. I'm close to. I'm missing
No,
like
because they
6
did
trophies.
it was the Johnny Seashell thing where you had to get like, I think, what was it, 700 items or something that were just scattered around the world,
Yeah,
and
there's
you
a
could
couple.
miss some of them.
Yeah, there's a couple different. Sorry, there's a couple difficult trophies, and one of them being essentially a collectible hunt where you have to bring all of these collectibles to a specific NPC in the game, and like Alex said, you can miss them because you can't go back to previous chapters and stuff, so you can miss certain things in certain places. So that one's annoying. And having to complete the game again on hard mode and stuff, it's stuff like that that stopped me from platting it. But I'm close, and I probably will plat it because I will replay this before.
Yeah, you'll replay both of them, right?
Probably. I did plat the first one though.
Yeah,
same.
It's just
I do really love these games. I'm going to play the original. I'm gonna wait for this one first. I think because I've committed time to having the story through these games, so I'm gonna finish it like this. But I do really want to play the original game.
Why?
Because it seems like such a different experience. Because like in the first game, you don't meet like Aerith until like 7 chapters in or something. In the original game, that's like 30 minutes into the game. Like in terms of padding and how weirdly structured these games are, I want to see what it's actually like to just play the game normally at a normal pace. Like I'm interested to see what that experience is like and if it's significantly better. But yeah, I've committed time to these first two now, so I want to finish it like this. But I'm excited. I love these games. I think they're great.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Well, you can't miss them. That's the thing. That's my problem. It's just so egregious. It's just so obvious the padding. That's the problem. Like I remember, like
he is right.
Yeah, in the first game, I just remember going through a room and it made me zigzag on like catwalks all the way through for no reason. They don't even try and hide it. Oh, they do. Yeah, I mean, like the second one improved. Because first of all, they didn't make you go through like a massive tunnel twice where you had to do stupid crane puzzles. But also they made it so you can skip combat. Where in the first game they actually made it so you couldn't skip. You had to do every single fight. Otherwise you couldn't step up on a wedge or climb a ladder, which is ridiculous.
No, you would never catch me arguing that the game isn't incredibly padded. Like it is. It really padded. But I can't sit here and say that I just don't enjoy the games a lot, that the padding doesn't matter to me.
That's okay. That is okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
It matters. It's not okay for me. It matters to me, and I think less of Lewis for this.
Yeah, I didn't think I could think less of him.
But that's fine. So that's coming out spring 2027. So it's not far off. So I've got until then. I've got until then to play Rebirth. I'll probably do it over Christmas, honestly. Maybe I'll leave a little bit more time because I will be sick of Final Fantasy by the end of Rebirth.
Oh yeah, probably.
All right, so anything else from Summer Games Fest anyone wants to talk about?
I thought it was. I forget after watching the Game Awards how like more focused Summer Games Fest is because there was like barely any ads, which was nice. Yeah,
there was still ads in there. There was still ads. But in terms of focus, the best ones were definitely PlayStation and Xbox for sure.
Oh yeah.
And they have been for years. And the way that they just pump it out to show us what we want to see, get rid of the shit. Honestly, if Jeff didn't appear on stage at Summer Games Fest, I'd be happier, be much happier.
Yeah.
I don't need to see him.
I love
Yeah,
Jeff.
no, he should just like stick his foot out from the side of the stage so we can see his craps.
Yeah, see his
then-
craps. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
do the
and
crap
it just goes
show.
away.
Like he could come at the beginning and say, "Hey, look, we got all these games. Let's show them you. We don't need to come on in between. I don't think it's needed."
Nah, I don't know. I like Jeff more and more every year. People tried to make me hate Jeff. The internet tries to make me hate Jeff. I think Jeff's great.
I
He's done
think
nothing wrong
yeah, I think
to ever make me dislike him.
I
He just
think
seems
he's
funny and chill.
I think he is fine, and I think he is good for the industry. Certainly, he has built this. Like, if he didn't create like Summer Games Fest and all that kind of stuff, I don't know whether people would still be doing presentations at this time of year. Which
Oh, no,
is
yeah.
I agree.
it keeps
Yeah.
keeps those E3 vibes going, which is really really good. Well, I like this time of year, and if everything was spread out, like if it was up to Nintendo, they'd just be spread out throughout the year, and there'd be shit. Each one would be shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll get on to Nintendo. Anyway, first of all, Xbox. So first of all,
Right. One second. I have not watched this,
okay.
so
We've
remember
got to
the
talk
idea?
about it.
no, you remember the idea that I had,
Go on.
where you could someone could sprinkle in one that didn't happen, and I have to guess.
You'd know. You would know.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Well, maybe we should pre-plan that.
Right.
in the future.
Well, maybe we'll sprinkle one in. You can guess at the end.
Maybe.
You can guess.
Yeah.
I'll sprinkle one in. Anyway.
Oh, the other two to keep me guessing.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm the one who's anyway. Halo campaign evolved was shown. It looks all right. This, I'm
Get
not
up on the screen. I haven't seen it.
Fucking hellfire, man.
It's just Halo, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Oh, do you know one thing?
Have you ever seen a Halo campaign?
Do I know one thing I found out?
on.
Certain cutscenes change depending on your difficulty in the first Halo campaign.
I did not know
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
substantially, or just like
Yeah, so like one of them is like right at the beginning of the game, based off what difficulty you choose. Like the
That's the
person
story
giving you the
trailer.
pet talk before you leave, like says like completely different things, to you, pretty much based on the difficulty you chose. So like, if you pick easy, it's like this will be easy. If you pick hard, it's like you're gonna die.
that.
Sort of thing.
I'll show the actual trailer that was shown
Very
rather
cool.
than that story trailer. So there's going to be new story missions as well. There wants to be. I think there's 3 new story missions, which I think are a prequel to the main story, if I remember right. It was a few
Ooh.
days ago now. But yeah, the game looks really nice. Like it's got visually, it's very very good.
You would say that it's unreal.
Right, I was gonna
Carry
get this out. No. I don't wanna get this out right now.
he loves
You all know that I
does.
fucking hate Unreal Engine. You know that Unreal Engine is pants and it's shit. And if I have to wait for shaders to fucking pre-cache one more time, but anyway, yes, it
Oliver
looks good.
reposts those Super Mario Brothers Unreal Engine videos. It's like, oh my god, what game should look like this?
Well, look at this like these areas. They look a lot better. They look a lot better
it
than
does, it
the
looks-
previous
yeah.
remake. The previous remake
looks
looks
nice,
shit
yeah,
in
for sure.
comparison. It's good that they're putting new content in. It's hopefully the online's very good. It's obviously a little bit.
Is it going to be online?
I would hope so. Is it not going
It's
to be?
campaign evolved. I'm pretty sure there's no online.
I hope they're not, because if they remake another Halo Online for the 9 trillionth time, it just would be madness. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm certain there's no online anyway.
Oh right, okay. It does not have multiplayer. You are correct. You are
Yeah.
correct. It would have been nice if there was. I like Halo multiplayer. I just don't want to play Halo Infinite
No, I
because the
know,
live
but you
service
can go-
there and it was
you
shit.
can go play the Master Chief Collection. Doesn't that have all the
It
multiplayers?
does, but it's not got enough. Yes, it's just not enough players kind of thing. It takes quite a while to get a game sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, that was Halo. That is coming out at some point for sure. It's coming out
It's
soon,
July,
isn't it?
August.
Yeah,
Yeah,
August,
it's
I
like
believe.
really soon.
Let's give me a release date. Give me a release date. July 28th.
Sure.
Oh, July. Yeah.
Really soon.
Yeah, so that looks all right. We got.
If they have co-op, that'd be nice.
No, I know Lewis has something to say about this. A Crazy Taxi World.
Oh yeah. This the main thing I'd say about this is when the trailer came out, I was excited because it was like, holy shit, Crazy Taxi, and then I actually saw gameplay of it,
Crazy Taxi World
And
Tour, sorry.
and it looks bad.
Yeah.
It
Does
doesn't
it look better than the
any-
Facebook game?
The Facebook game?
Did you guys never play Crazy Taxi on Facebook?
No.
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 Play
It was
Crazy
just an endless.
Taxi just in general. But
Yeah,
no.
honestly, up until I think you guys found this out as I found this out that up until a few years ago, I thought Crazy Taxi was exclusively on Facebook. I didn't realize there was other Crazy Taxi games. They were just an endless runner where you just switch between 3 lanes and try and survive.
Yeah.
That's all it
I
was.
think it was a Dreamcast game first, wasn't it?
It was the Dreamcast
Yes.
game originally, yeah. Yeah, the gameplay, they don't really show much gameplay in this trailer, I don't think. Like, very, very small segments. But the gameplay, it looks like they've taken everything from the original and done it 10 times worse. It feels so much slower. Nothing has any weight to it anymore. And it just kind of... It just kind of looks kind of a bit generic and just a bit garbage. I can't lie. Like, if you watch the actual gameplay trailer and then go and watch I don't know, like a 2-minute let's play of the original game, it just feels like it's lost so much source. And the company as well, which is, I don't know why companies keep doing this. They openly admitted that they used a bunch of AI for the assets of the game. And then everyone immediately went like, well, I'm not playing your dog shit then, fella, because like, no, which I think is perfectly valid. So yeah, I just don't think it's off to a great start with the whole AI stuff, and then immediately seeing the gameplay and seeing it just looks worse than the original in every way just isn't a good sign, really.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
That's interesting to me because I've not played Crazy Taxi before. I played Simpsons Road Rage, which I believe is a similar kind of game.
It's literally the same game as
Yeah.
Simpsons characters. Yeah.
I thought this looks fun. I'll be real with you. From the trailer that I saw, I thought it looked fun, but I had nothing to compare it to.
That's definitely the issue. It's what if you'd played the original or just looked at the original, like said for even a couple minutes, you'd go, "Oh shit, that looks a lot like there's a lot more going on there."
Yeah.
It just feels like they've remade it, but they've lost a lot of what made Crazy Taxi fun in the first place, which was the really high speed, high octane, big crashes, just stupid shit. And it feels like they've removed a lot of that from the remake.
Moving on.
Personally,
the next thing I've got on my list was Senua. So this is the third game in the Hellblade series, but they've gotten rid of the Hellblade title completely. I think it was Senua's Sacrifice and Senua's something else, but previously I played them both. I really enjoyed them. But the reason they've changed the name is because they are changing the gameplay as well. Whereas previously it was more cinematic and kind of going from set piece to set piece. It is now, from what I can tell and what I've heard, is a full-on action adventure game.
oh, is that why? Because I was confused when I was watching this with Alex. I couldn't tell if it was a prequel or a spin-off or something. I knew it was Senua, but I didn't know it was.
Well, that was because all the words.
a
Senua.
direct sequel.
Yeah, as soon as I saw her face, I knew it was. But yeah, like you can see from it, like she's climbing, she's shit like that. Like this wasn't this. You didn't do stuff like this in the first couple of games. It was very much like very. The camera was very tight on you. You went from combat encounter to combat encounter to walking. But this looks more like a full-on action adventure, which is a really good thing because I think while Senua, the last Senua game that came out was still to this day the best looking game that I've played. The actual gameplay got a little bit tiresome, so I'm glad that they're expanding and they're kind of moving on from it because she's a really good character and it's a really good world. And so it is good vibes, so I'm really looking forward to it.
I played the first one twice and bounced off them both times because I just didn't really vibe with the gameplay and I thought it was a bit slow. So this will be good.
Yeah,
I think
it should speed. Like the first one is the slowest for sure. You get more gameplay in the second one, but this should hopefully just kind of just make it more of a game, which I'm always down with. Moving on, God, fucking Persona 6.
Was that first? I thought it was Persona 4 first.
I've just the list, just the order
They did show 4 first, but there really isn't much to talk about with 6 anyway. So
I will put the trailer up for briefly. So I don't know much about Persona, but it looks, from what I can tell, it's going to be in a bit of a darker direction than what the last one did. Am I right?
Yes, maybe.
Possibly. The issue is Persona 5 did a very similar thing and made it seem like it was going to be this really intense, super dark thing. And if you play the game, I mean, it has its moments of like, oh, that's a bit sad, but it's not it's not like incredibly dark, I guess. This is doing a very similar thing. I'd argue this looks a lot darker in what they're doing, like tonally, but it's very difficult to tell until they actually show us the game or the gameplay. They could just be baiting us really hard here and being like really dramatic. Because they don't show any gameplay, they don't show the character, they don't show anything. They show this whatever it's like CGI cutscene they've got going on here, and then they flash the logo up for like half a second.
Yeah, there's
and
nothing to really go off.
No.
with this.
Did they announce any
Probably
kind of date
another
or anything like that?
2028.
No date, not a
Nothing.
year,
Nothing.
2028,
nothing.
the earliest then.
Yeah.
Probably could have just done with not being announced then, I think, maybe. If they had nothing to show.
Said this, it's weird. It's an argument that's difficult to make because my disappointment came from the fact that some stuff from this game leaked about 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
including the main character of the game as well as the logo. So when it was announced that this was probably going to be shown at the Xbox Showcase, me and Alex were expecting some sort of, see the character, give us a bit of gameplay, something. So the fact that a trailer dropped and it was nothing, it was just the logo, was a bit disappointing. I'm happy to know it exists, but it's also one of those things where it's fucking Persona. We know it exists, like it's Persona. They're obviously making Persona 6. So, yeah, I don't know. That trailer didn't really do much for me, and I think a bit of the disappointment was because of those leaks, because I felt like we were going to get more than we actually got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they announced, well, not announced, we already knew Persona 4 Revival was happening, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was
I thought it was happening this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later when we get on the
Yeah,
draft.
they announced it at the last Xbox conference. So then
Alright.
this just solidified the gameplay and the thingy, the actual release date and stuff.
So I don't know
But-
much about Persona games. Did this come out long enough where it warrants a remake?
Yeah.
Came out in 2012.
2008, and
Well,
then
the
the
original
original came out in
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
And then a remake of it came out on the PS Vita.
Right.
Called Persona 4 Golden, which was like 2012, I think.
Yeah, 2012, I think.
So it's a Vita game. The original's PS2 game, the remake's a Vita game. So yeah,
It's a remake of a remake.
definitely needed to be remade. It is playable on modern consoles. The Vita
Yeah,
port,
I don't know if it does need to be remade because it felt completely like the same as Persona 5 when I played it.
It doesn't. When I say needs a remake, I think it could do without, but I don't think it's unwarranted that it exists. I don't think it's a remake where it's like, why does this exist? I think a lot of modern Persona players will benefit from it being remade, especially if you're not used to the older way like Persona 4 Golden plays, because it's a lot less, just the angles and stuff and the way it plays is a lot less, I guess, interesting for a modern day player with like Persona 5 and stuff, or like Metaphor. So I think it deserves to exist for that reason, and I think it actually looks quite good as well. But yeah, it's not like it's been unplayable. It was unplayable when it was on the Vita because you had to have a Vita.
Yeah.
But I think, was it 2020 the port happened? I think.
Yeah, it was during COVID.
Yeah.
I remember because
Yeah.
I didn't have anything else to do, so I beat it in like 3 weeks.
So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's nice that it's being remade. I'm happy it's being remade. I'll be playing it again. It'll be my third time playing Persona 4. And I will enjoy it. It looks very good from what they've shown us. And it looks like they learned a lot from the Persona 3 remake. It doesn't look as flat as Persona 3 did. It looks like they've done a lot more to make it a lot more vibrant and just a lot more interesting mechanically. So I'm excited.
18th of February, I believe, next year.
Yes, sir.
What else do I have? 1 second.
Fable.
Spyro.
It is right there. We could just do Fable while it's on the right.
Yeah, let's click it. Or in the middle.
Okay, cool. Fable.
Yeah.
So I did.
So how was Fable, guys?
This wasn't in my notes at all because I've got nothing to say about Fable.
I mean, fair to say, bro. Not really.
Niall,
Does it look good? I don't know. I haven't watched it.
It looks fine. Like what's really weird is they're not really showing combat. They're showing, they're showing a lot of the social aspects.
Didn't do a longer gameplay showcase of this? I swear there's a 20-minute gameplay video out there.
I think
there
they did
is.
release
No,
this
they
afterwards.
did the other day. Actually, put that on screen because I didn't see it. I literally didn't get to see it. Put it on screen.
I saw a clip of it on TikTok where they're like, yeah, you can just go and like do some blacksmithing for a bit.
But Margaret Atwood's going to be the villain from some of the looks of things.
Agent Carter.
I want to say I don't know if it's a hot take or not. I wish companies would stop spending all this money on really high-profile actors and putting them in the video games. I don't think it's necessary. It's nice to see a familiar face every now and again and be like, oh, I know who that is. But I feel like so many games do it now, and they're also spending a shit ton to get these actors to do it for the video game. And I just feel like it's not worth it.
What I think is that I think that Fable was doing something really interesting with the UK comedy comedians. I feel like if they went completely just UK comedians, even for like the villain, that could have been really cool. Like have like, I don't know, Probably Matt Lucas based off everything as the villain. That'd be a good villain.
That would be really good.
Right, so we're 15 minutes in currently, and there's not been any
Oh,
combat.
guys, this looks really generic. This looks really.
It just looks like Hogwarts Legacy.
It looks like Hogwarts
I was literally about
Legacy.
to say that.
It looks so much like Hogwarts
Yeah,
Is there
Legacy.
any? Is there
Where's
any
blacksmithing?
combat? Is there any combat in this?
I'm just. We're now 21 minutes into a 30-minute trailer, and there has not
him
been
just
a
walking around.
single amount of combat. This is what I mean. So this is what they've come out and said, because other people have noticed there's been no combat, and they're saying, "Oh no, we're showing all the social aspects of the game because the main story is only one part of it. You can do all these kind of things." And it sounds like, yeah, I want to see. Oh wait, whoa, 1 second.
Whoa, some combat.
He stamps on the floor.
Oh.
Oh god.
Right.
I think that looks fine.
Reminds me of The Witcher 3. Combat.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's pretty cool.
All right. Yeah. So I got like 27 minutes in. But yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It
Cool.
looks a bit
murder.
rough. I'm not gonna lie. It looks a bit.
Like it's like now. It looks just like Hogwarts Legacy. The UI is almost identical.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
and it's that in itself is strange. I'm not excited for Fable at all. I'm just everything that I've seen so far hasn't maybe like frothing at the mouth for it.
Just looks very plain. Very plain and simple.
Very plain Jane.
Not enough whimsy for
No.
this.
Are we?
I do like
There's no whimsy. Where's the whimsy?
We need some whimsy.
It's like fake whimsy. It's like
Yeah.
RTX whimsy.
Oh, whimsy.
That's
What, they put
whimsy.
the whimsy over.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a
whimsy
setting
over-
in the video
the
setting.
whimsy overlay, yeah.
Whimsy on or off.
We'll move on from this because I've really got nothing to talk about with it. The Gears of War E-Day was shown quite heavily. They did a whole presentation on it, but they also did a trailer at the beginning. Looks good to me. This looks good. There seems to
I've
have...
heard.
What
I
have you
gotta say,
heard
I've heard that people are loving the handshake which they do, where they grab each other's forearms.
now? Oh yeah, the bro handshake, the arm.
Yeah.
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 1 second, I get the actual. Fuck, I need to get the actual trailer. There we go. Yeah, so they seem to have redone the gameplay a bit. They made them a bit more spry, a bit less.
It looked way
ridiculously
less heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the
Um,
one thing I noticed. The gunplay looked a lot snappier and a lot, like I said, a lot less really fucking
Yeah.
heavy.
It should still be a cover shooter because that's what Gears of War is. Obviously,
Yeah.
don't change that, but just make it easier to move. Well, obviously, they're wearing an incredibly heavy amount of armor. I get that, but yeah, the new characters look good as well. Obviously, you got your Marcus, you got your Dom, and then you've got a couple of newcomers. But
No-
the story looks good. Like E-Day in itself is a part of the lore that they haven't really explored before, other than in the
Yeah.
books. So it'll be interesting to see if the number one, they stick to the books, and number two, if if it's any good.
No, I have nothing but positives to say about it. Really, like it's the first Gears of War gameplay that I've seen in a long time that actually looks interesting to me, and it looks fun. It looks like they're actually trying something a bit more fresh.
Yeah.
The gameplay really pissed me off because the guy did not get a perfect quick reload like at all once. throughout the entire game, really.
Why bother playing?
Yeah, and it was frustrating me. But
They also didn't throw grenades into the fucking holes.
No,
It's like that's
yeah,
what
no.
they're there for.
no, but yeah, I thought it looked really, really fun, and honestly, I'd argue it got me excited for it. Like genuinely, I think it's going to be a good time, and I'm excited to hop back into a Gears of War game because I haven't touched one since 3. Or
Yeah, you've not missed
Judgment.
out.
what's the one that came out after 3?
Judgment.
Or,
Judgment. Sorry, yeah, Judgment. I haven't touched.
I mean, Judgment doesn't count.
It doesn't.
Oh.
That's the last
it's the
one I
worst
played,
one.
yeah.
It's so bad.
That's what stopped our Gears of War playthrough. Judgment, I think, Oliver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really bad. It wasn't good at all. And what does make me wonder with this is are they just cutting off the story from 5 now? Are they not continuing with it because it ended on a cliffhanger?
I
Yeah,
doubt
but
it.
no one cares.
No, that's not true. I think people do like the new Gears of War games in terms of
Yeah.
story. I think people actually do enjoy it. So I don't think it's over.
No,
just gonna be
it's
waiting a
just
while.
been a long time since
Yeah.
since it was even mentioned.
Yeah.
Was it
But-
2019 or something? Gears 5 came out.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, it was. I mean, I don't like the way that game ended anyway, but I would prefer it to just finish that trilogy as well. Just for
No,
the
with the
closure.
way
It was
Xbox, the
2019.
way Xbox is moving now and going forward, I think it would be entirely possible if they got back onto things like that. And
Yeah.
we saw a Gears of War 6 within the next couple of years, maybe.
Yeah. Well, overall, so this is the last kind of exclusive that they showed, I believe.
And it's actually exclusive.
And it's
Yes.
actually exclusive. But
I
it
don't know if
made,
did you guys read about that? Yeah, what happened?
I know did they have PS5 in the trailer, or did they scrub it last minute?
So yeah, so it was going to come out on PS5 launch day, and it was even in the trailer.
Oh,
that
it's in the
PS5 logo, whatever.
state of play,
But
wasn't it?
literally the same day or very close to the day they showed this, they removed it and scrubbed it completely.
Yeah, the CEO herself apparently.
Yeah, and decided that it's not coming out on PS5 at all. Like, they're just scrapping that now because Xbox needs exclusives. So
Well, they did a poll, didn't they? And number one was they polled Xbox fans, and number one thing that they wanted was exclusives.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
it seems to be doing well. They made a statement the other day saying they can't keep up with the demand for buying Xbox Ones, Series X right now.
Yeah.
No,
the
legit, she
price.
has turned it around. I saw a clip of her in the showcase after it finished airing, and like she was getting like a standing ovation from the people there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she gave everyone free Xboxes as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
It gave me hope for sure for Xbox. Xbox are looking like they've been like in the mud for a while now. If you go back and watch like old PTR content, I remember we used to praise them at how consumer friendly they were,
Yeah.
and how releasing it and everything is good. It's good for the consumer, but in reality, when it actually come down to it, it was what was killing them.
I mean, I think the fact that Phil Spencer has left for like 2 months and it's like already drastically turned around means he was probably the issue. He was clearly doing something behind the scenes that wasn't helping the company whatsoever.
Yeah.
I
think I think he was just trying to rewrite the book. He was trying to. The thing is, as much as we take a piss at console wars and stuff like that, they are good. They are good. But competition is good, and if you remove it, you remove exclusive, you remove competition. So going back to the way they were is definitely a step in the right direction for sure, and it'll make Game Pass more worth it. You'll get more subscribers, they'll get more money, and it'll just be better. It's not as good for the consumer, fair enough, but at the end of the day, that's not the way business works. I don't think.
No, sadly.
All right. One more thing from the Xbox, unless anyone's got anything else, which was pretty hype, but I'm sure we've got some negatives to say about it. Spyro.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
A realm beyond what we're saying.
I like the first one.
I'll be quick with it, I guess. For me, it was very much highs and lows. If you listen to the end of the live stream that me and Alex did, I'm really sad for like the last like 5 minutes because everything hit me at once. Where I was like, "It's gonna suck. It's the way. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be awful. It's all over." After it settled a bit, and I read up about it after the fact, and they specifically stated that it is meant to be a sequel to the original games. They brought back Tom Kenny, all this other stuff. It made me a bit more optimistic. I shouldn't have gotten as sad as I did from the very tiny bit of gameplay that they showed. I'm still worried because it definitely still seems to be taking the open world route with things, which I just want a very simple, give me a level, let me go, have fun, la-di-da. But it doesn't mean they can't make the open world thing work, and it's Toys for Bob. That's one thing that I didn't know when this trailer dropped. I didn't know it was Toys for Bob. That gave me a lot more reassurance because they know what they're doing.
And let's just explain briefly why that's the case. So, Toys for Bob, they were when they were just owned by Activision. They were put onto skins, right?
Yes,
Like,
for Call of
yeah,
Duty,
for Call of Duty, and then Xbox bought them. We thought, oh, everything will be, Xbox bought Activision, everything will be good again. But then we'd heard that Toys for Bob went indie 2 years ago, and we've not heard anything from since. So I still don't know. Do any of us know the story of how this happened?
I have no idea. I genuinely didn't know that they went independent. I didn't know that was even a thing.
I knew they went independent, which is why we were worried about Spyro's future.
Yeah, well, that's just what the wiki says. The wiki says they went indie 2 years ago.
Yeah. So then it was like, right, they made a really good Crash 4.
Yeah.
So they'll obviously be the next ones to make Spyro 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the trailer, like when me and Lewis watch it, if you watch the short, we're like so excited about Spyro, and then all of a sudden you see him flying, and then we're just like, oh god.
It's going to be interesting for sure. Like I said, I have the same kind of the same trepidation about it, but it is Toys for Bob. I do.
Yeah, they have not
them.
let me down at all yet.
No.
Like, if it's a company that's done good with every game they've released, it's Toys for Bob. They even managed to. I mean, admittedly, Spyro 3 was still broken, but they stuck true to it. I guess they stuck true to the original, and they've done a very.
Well, no, I swear a different company helped them with 3 because they were running out of time.
Oh, really?
I think so. From what I read.
Yeah. But yeah, like I say, the quality games, and they're really, really good studio, and they know what people want. Crash 4 was really, really good. So I believe they can make something that sticks true to the original 3.
For sure.
Anything else from the Xbox One that anyone wants to talk about?
Oh, the
yeah,
Magician game.
the Magician game.
Oh, God, fucking Magician game. What's
Yeah.
it called?
That was
Magician's the Devil's Deal.
That was the hypest I've been for like a new IP in a while, just because it seemed genius to me. And there might be games that exist like it, but I could not think of a single game where you play as a magician, like first-person magician antics, and just that seems so fun and such a cool idea.
Yeah.
Is
that
Jesse
I could-
Eisenberg the main character?
That
Is
would
that-
be good. That would be a banger, but sadly not. But yeah, I just thought that was really cool. I just thought it was very innovative and just a really cool idea for a main character. Yeah.
I'll skip forward to the gameplay because the gameplay is what really, really sells it.
I saw a clip of someone who thought the game was called Magic Ian.
I saw that. That really made me laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a bit Bioshocking in the way that you got 2 hands on screen and stuff like that. But like you say, it seems very, very unique in what it's saying. Obviously, this is actual gameplay, so we don't know what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
But if it is like this, then it is going to be it's going to be excellent. It's going to be really good. Who's making it? Do we know?
Focus Entertainment.
I think they'll be publishing it.
Right.
Oh.
Uppercut are making it. I don't know what they've made before.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it looks really good. Like I said, hopefully the gameplay stands up to what they've shown in this trailer, because that'll be because the gameplay is what's going to sell this for sure.
It's always difficult getting me into new IPs at these showcases because a lot of them look very similar. A lot of games look very similar and just kind of look very generic. But this genuinely caught my interest, and I was like, "Oh, this actually looks like it could be really sick." So yeah, I'm optimistic for this one.
Speaking of games which look sort of like Bioshock, did we get another trailer for Clockwork Revolution?
I thought we got something. Do we not get
We got
something?
something. Yeah.
Because I know the release date changed, got confirmed.
It must have been very great.
Yeah, it was at the Xbox one. It was at the Xbox one.
I'm looking at Uppercut Games, and I don't know any of these games that they've made. So
read them out. What have we got?
Danger Dodgers, Snow Jinx, Epoch.
Right,
Epoch
you can start.
I've heard of Epoch.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, Submerged, City of Brass, Submerged, Hidden Depths. There you go. That's all of them.
Wait, Submerged Hidden Depths sounds familiar, but I don't know. But yeah, no, Clockwork. This just, I'm not excited for this Clockwork game at all.
Really? It looks incredible.
The first trailer, it kind of got me, like, kind of hooked me, but then this one, it's all the models look like they're from Fallout.
They do.
Yeah, which to me just screams bad quality.
I don't know. I think it'll be really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to know. I need to see more of like what the actual gameplay, like day-to-day gameplay is going to be. But look, just these character models, man, they just look shit. Like Fallout, like Dishonored, like just bad in my opinion.
You know what I think? I think you're the problem with the games industry. The reason why games take 6 or 7 years to make it, there we go, is because the bar is now so high with fidelity that if they're just slightly lower, it does not look bad. It looks better than Fallout characters. Then people like you will be like, I'm not buying it. It looks shit.
I play plenty of games that aren't AAA games now.
No. This is the AAA. This is the problem. If you go in AAA, then you need to be at the high end of AAA. Because if you're like in middle range AAA, then you just get shat on. Right. I just
think the faces should move when they speak. That's all I want. I don't want.
You did not care about what game was it, Saros, where they literally do the face animations are terrible.
I thought the face did move in Saros. I didn't have an issue with the facial animations in Saros.
They did not.
Lewis, it was Nas big criticism in Saros.
It was. You got to agree with me, Lewis, that Oliver is bad for the games industry, right?
I mean, I can understand it. I do agree.
It's not true.
I do agree about the whole fidelity thing and wanting better looking characters, and you want the nose hairs to move with the wind.
No, I don't want. I don't want.
No, I know. I'm saying I know because there are people who are genuinely like that, and I do agree. This looks very like the character models. it's not necessarily a representation of the game, but if I see
Just
something
look
that
at that, look at that fucking robot, right? Look how it's moving. It's
Yeah,
moving really well. Why skimp on the models?
if I see something that looks like Fallout or what's that other one called? That's
Starfield.
Field.
Yeah.
Is it Starfield, yeah.
Star
Something that looks
Wars.
like that.
Star Wars.
It always gives me weird jank vibes.
Yes.
And that definitely adds to it. I don't think it necessarily looks bad. It just doesn't fill me with optimism because
that-
I think it sets off that like sixth sense of like, oh
Yes,
no.
that's exactly. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm saying I've got a bad feeling about it. Like I said, that dummy looked really, really good, but it's just the character models look shit. And the thing is, the people you relate to in any kind of media are the humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just got to take the rough with the smooth, and
Have
then I
you?
think you'll be happier in life.
Have you? Well, like I said, I'll probably play it. I play most games. I play more games than any of you bastards. Right? And we'll see if I like it then. All right. Anyway, I wasn't expecting Clockwork Revolution to be the thing that made me crash out today, but here we are. Right. Speaking of crashing out, Nintendo Direct.
I think we
Oh,
can
yeah.
finish there, right? We've said the name.
Right. So there's been a lot of opinions on the internet I've read, and there's some
A
people.
lot of positive opinions.
Yeah, some people
Yeah.
think that the
Yeah.
Nintendo Direct was the best, and all the rest of it
Yeah.
was shit. And I can only
Yeah.
assume those people only play JRPGs. That
probably.
could be the only thing that thing. So anyway, we'll move on to what they actually showed. Alex, do you want to talk about Fire Emblem?
Sure.
Because I've got nothing to say about it.
Yeah, so this is a sequel to Three Houses, and it's looking like it's going to be 4 different campaigns. Obviously, you've still got the core Fire Emblem gameplay, and it's looking like it's going to be a tournament of sorts. Yeah, it looks good from a Fire Emblem fan's point of view. I can tell Oliver does not care in the slightest.
He's not speaking that microphone anytime soon.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing this on release. I don't know, Niall, Lewis.
I probably won't buy
It's on Switch too, so definitely not.
Oh yeah, forgot about
Actually,
that.
no. I was gonna say I probably won't buy it on release because of the price, but it's not gonna go down.
It's not going to
in
go
price.
down unless
Like, I
it
do
goes-
want to play it, but it's just Engage was a bit.
Well, that's the thing. It's like Three Houses, so it's going to be really good.
Like, I have nothing against.
Because
the
even I
game-
didn't finish Engage.
I have nothing against the gameplay in Fire Emblem. It was just Engage was a bit poo. So the last Fire Emblem game I played was kind of mid. So having to commit to this one and pay £70 for it or whatever it's going to cost is a bit worrying.
Yeah.
But I need stuff to play on my Switch too. So
I'll just
I mean,
sell
I'm not.
it.
I'm
Sell
not.
it.
I'm not.
You'll
I'm
get
not
your
against-
money's worth in terms of time with these
Yeah,
games.
yeah, exactly. I'm not against playing it. Like I said, I very much enjoy like the gameplay loop. It just, I guess it's because I haven't really got any previous knowledge to base it off of. I haven't played any other Fire Emblem games. I've played games in a similar vein, of course. I've just never really played Fire Emblem games specifically, so I'm not overly attached to the IP or the characters.
Yeah.
Which is why I guess I'm not like shaking excited for it, but I think it looks fun.
Yeah, so with this game as well, there's a lot of characters which seem like descendants of the characters from Three Houses, so I'm just going to see how that like plays into the actual story, which will be quite cool.
How do you know that? They all look the same.
Wow.
They do. You
I've
can't be
played-
racist towards anime characters, man. Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you all, but you can see like loads of people online are saying it as well. So
Yeah. I'm just curious how people know. All right, okay, cool.
whether they look,
Yeah, when's this coming out?
middle September,
September.
same day as Trails in the Sky.
Middle of September. Next thing that they showed, I'm not going to get a trailer for this. Just imagine Pokopia, but under the water.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was a DLC expansion for Pokopia.
Yeah, DLC. So I think they're doing a free update where you can go under the water in the first area or wherever there is water, and then they're doing
Yeah.
a story expansion with an extra level that is completely under the water.
Just sounds awful.
Yeah, I've got no desire to number one go back to Pokopia, and definitely not underwater where the physics going to be even worse.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
No issue.
I'd just rather not.
One thing that I didn't actually realize, I can't remember clocking this in the presentation at all, but a new Final Fantasy was announced.
Wait, what?
Well, the HD 2D one, but
Yeah.
it's new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Final
the name of it.
Fantasy Resonance.
Final Fantasy Resonance.
I do not remember them showing.
Yeah,
Final
so we
Fantasy
must have been giving shit to something else at the time,
Right.
and we must have just completely missed this because it happened in the direct. But yeah,
That sounds like
Yeah,
that sounds like
it's
it would
the
have been
HD
hype.
2D one.
it's a new HD 2D Fire Emblem. We can't
And
go
this was,
silent
and
while
this
watching
was,
trailers.
and this was in the direct.
This was in the
This was
direct.
in
Yeah. I don't know if I just assumed that it was like a.
I don't know
a
much.
remake. Yeah. I was surprised when I read about this after the direct because I feel like I would have remembered it.
This at all.
No,
I'm being like dead serious. I do not remember any of this.
legit.
I think you had your eyes closed.
Like we must have been just stuck on something bad that was announced just before it or something like that.
Probably.
Because I feel like I'm probably not going to play it because it's turn based, but unless they do like interesting
I definitely
turn
would have
based
made
combat.
a comment about it if I was
Yeah.
aware that it existed. Yeah, for sure. That's really exciting. Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. Oh, do they show any combat? I'm wondering if they've added any like action to it.
It's a long trailer. It's
There
2
you go.
minutes.
Yeah, I'll have to look more into it, see if it's like you can actually do stuff during the Expedition 33.
I'll have to look at the footage and see what you were doing. When we're
Like
watching this.
Oliver said, there's a 1,000,000% chance something bad happened and we were mad.
Yeah.
then-
I just completely forgot this. Or I just looked at this and thought, well, this is anime bullshit, and immediately like just turned off, which is what
I'm just going
through.
I'm just going through this. Oh, there it is. It was after Star Fox.
Oh, all right, okay, well that makes sense then. Yeah,
That does make sense.
October 22nd, so it's coming out this year as well. Pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, I might play that, to be honest. That was really cool. That's
Yeah.
fun.
I'll see what I'll see what people say about the combat. Cool. Next thing was well, this wasn't the next thing, but it's so Xenoblade. They're releasing, they're re-releasing the first 3, aren't they, on Switch 2?
Yeah, they are. They're just doing it in the worst way possible, which pissed me off.
What they're doing?
The staggering it.
Oh,
they're
of
releasing
course,
it in
yeah.
batches rather than just giving people who own the games access to a better version on the console they paid for. You have to wait until December to play the third one, even if you already own it. It's really dumb. I don't know why they've done it. It's annoying. I'm very happy about this announcement. They needed. I mean, every Switch 1 game needs a Switch 2 version, pretty much, to be fair. But especially the mainline first-party Nintendo games, they need Switch 2 version. So it's nice that this is happening because I've always wanted to play these games. And being on the Switch 2 with these HD versions seems like by far the definitive way to play them. You can play them in 4K, you can play them at 60 FPS. It's a great time. I just hate how the staggering the release is. Yeah, it's silly. I think it's very, very silly to do it this way.
And then they announced a new Xenoblade game called Xenoblade Genesis.
Which, if I'd played them, I'm sure I'd be excited.
Yeah.
I have nothing against the fact that this was shown. It's just, again, I'm not attached to the IP, so I just don't. I'm not excited for it. It's cool though that it exists, I guess.
Everyone always loves Xenoblade, right?
He doesn't play them.
Oh, I thought he was a big Xenoblade head.
No, I played the first one for like 10 hours and it ran like shit on the Switch 1, so I stopped playing it.
I think I played the first one on the 3DS remake, maybe. I played it for an hour or two, and I was like, nah, not for me. Not for me at all.
I don't know why you even attempted it, to be honest. That's not an old game.
Nintendo first party, and I suppose I wanted to just give it a go.
Oh, fair enough.
I do try new things occasionally, I do. All right, moving on. So, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. So initially, you'll see in the footage, if you watched our direct, I got excited about this because they're going back to Woohoo Island.
I don't know why you got excited.
Right. So the thing is, so Woohoo Island is a really, really good location. Right, and I wanted them to make more. Let me just get the Switch Sports Resort. I wanted more games to take place there because obviously you had the Wii Sports Resort and then you had Pilot Wings Resort as well. They both took place in the same place, and it was like I don't know. It's a really cool area, but as soon as I saw that the main like characters weren't Mii's, I thought, well, no, this is just going to be shit again, just like the last Switch Sports. But yeah, no. Look, it's just a great location. But no, it's they spent a hell of a long time on this on the direct, focusing mainly on a new sport for thumb wrestling. I mean, Jesus
Um,
Christ. People saw this and said this was a really good direct. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Strange.
if it's the same quality as Switch Sports, the original one, I just don't see it being good. The online wasn't good on that game. The mini games themselves were incredibly lacking. It was just really lackluster, and I assume this game's going to be very similar. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe it's just due to the fact that you have to pay for it, or maybe it's because it's not as revolutionary as when the Wii came out originally with Wii Sports. But yeah, this is a game you play for an hour, you
Yeah.
play all the mini games, and then you never
Yeah.
play it again.
Yeah, they're trying to recapture the magic of Wii Sports, and they're never going to, because the reason Wii Sports was so successful is because motion
Yeah, it was the
capture,
new
like
thing.
what it
But
was,
it was
a new
free.
thing, and it was free. It
Yeah,
came
no,
with a
free.
console. It wasn't like it wasn't the best game in the world. It was just it showcased what the controller did really, really well. And that is why it's so well remembered. You are never going to capture that again, especially not on the Switch console, where the motion is not even like it is a secondary form of controlling anything. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's the
mean?
thing. Yeah, it's like it. The Wii remote was a motion. You played every game like that. Well, 90% of games with the Wii remote shaking it, like turning it on its side, all this other stuff. Yeah, the Joy Cons nowadays are just a controller that has gyro. Basically, that's all it is.
And
So playing
also,
a game
and
like
also
this just isn't.
mouse controls to play the skateboarding minigame. It's like, why would I want to do that? Why would I not want to just like
You should be
control
able to
it
Yeah.
stand on your Joy-Cons and
Ex-
Just
skateboard.
crunch 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just destroy it one time only.
yeah. It's just, like I say, it's a really. It might be good. It might be good for kids. It might be good for kids, but I don't think it's going to. Sell
But
well.
if it had bussing multiplayer,
If
like
If it
bossing
had
multiplayer-
good
incredibly
multiplayer,
robust multiplayer,
Yeah.
leaderboards, you could join, you could play in any sort of orientation,
you can, yeah,
then it'd be
that
great.
would that
Yeah,
would
no,
be
legit, I
better.
could justify that. Yeah, I feel like there could be fun in that. But if it's based on what the first game is, there just won't be any thought or care into that at all. Which is
not
really
at
sad. So yeah, I'll be skipping that one probably.
Pro.
They did not.
Unless the reviews come out and say the multiplayer is really, really good, we'll give it a go.
Yeah,
But,
if we said that happens, they just did not capture me with that first game at all. It was really disappointing.
Alright, the second to last thing. Sorry, I apologize. We know this has been a hell of a long news segment. Why is that wrong?
Why do you
Kingdoms
think
of
it's
Hearts.
wrong?
You put
Oh,
Kingdoms
God,
of Hearts.
Kingdom of Hearts.
right, Jesus Christ. Right, okay. So the for some crazy reason, the direct got a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. This is the first time, as far as I know, that Nintendo have had any kind of relationship with Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah, I
they get
don't know
anything
why
first.
Nintendo. Yeah, I don't know why Nintendo were the ones to show this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it. I mean, I guess it's good for the future of Smash. I guess it means Sora's guaranteed
Yeah.
to stay in Smash.
Maybe,
no
maybe
matter
that's what did it. You
so.
know, maybe that's what got
It
this
might
kind of
have
thing.
been.
You know,
I
Sora
imagine the
being in
fucking
Smash.
contracts and legal talk that went with that would probably
Yeah.
last him like a millennium. So yeah, they might have a good connection now.
Yeah, no, it's not something I'm excited for. I don't really vibe with Kingdom Hearts at all.
But you loved it.
I
No.
still think you should. I know that first one sucks donkey balls. I still think you should play the second one. That second game still has some of the best combat in any video game I've played today.
I know, but you think the Final Fantasy combat's good?
No,
You
right.
do.
No, I do.
It's
But
not.
Genuinely, Oliver, the difference in 1 and 2 in gameplay is absurd.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous how much they smashed it out of the park with the second game. The first game is dog shit to play. It's awful to this day. It's terrible. But the
It's
second one
awful.
really does expand upon it so much. It truly is top tier gameplay.
Well, maybe closer to the release of this one, maybe I'll give them a go, because I think I always wanted to play Kingdom Hearts 3 because there's a Toy Story section. You know me, I love Toy
And it
Story.
is good, to be fair. The Toy Story
Just play that
section.
demo. Apparently, that's the Toy Story section.
Oh, is it? Oh, interesting. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the show.
so the whole point of that trailer was to show that it's available at launch on Nintendo Switch too. So the day other consoles get it, that'll get it as well. Right?
Yeah, it's nice that they showed it. It's just weird
Yes.
that it was Nintendo.
I think they also announced collections for all of the rest of the games as well, didn't they?
Well, yeah, because the original games were cloud only on the Switch one,
Yeah.
so they had a collection. But this collection is also coming out on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X because there was no definitive PS5 version up until this collection. It was only the PS4 version, so I assume it's going to be upgraded with the whole 4K 60 FPS type of stuff for the older games. I would imagine.
Looking at my screen right now.
Yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts and the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, it's GameSpot have put up a Ocarina of Time official remake trailer, but it's actually the old Kingdom Hearts game. Let's try again.
Or is no way, just refresh it. It shows not glitch. It happens sometimes.
Interesting. That's I suppose it's
There's
been
no
up for
way
2 days. Someone would have
there's no
said
way it would
something.
still be up. Yeah.
Come on. Right, yeah. So final thing announced. This was the big one. Everyone knew it would come in thanks to a certain leaker. It's the Ocarina of Time remake. I'm hyped for it for sure.
Yeah.
I wish that the leaker didn't leak this because it would have been a
Yes,
lot more
it would've
hype
been a
for sure.
Big surprise.
Because I
That's
think
for sure.
we were going into this with the
Knowing
lens
it
of
was
how
coming,
they're gonna fuck
yeah.
how they're gonna fuck up the Ocarina of Time remake, well, rather than oh my god, it's an Ocarina of Time remake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been such a sick surprise if we didn't know beforehand. The trailer still pissed me off, regardless of me knowing that.
To show anything.
They didn't show anything, and it comes out this year. Just show me the goddamn game.
It's just a
Is
lot.
it confirmed coming out this year? Yeah.
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 Oh well, that is mad.
A lot
actually.
of talking over a tapestry like you can see on screen right now, and then we get a brief look at what the young Link is going to look like, which I think the art style looks all right. I think it's better than what they could have done for sure.
I don't know. I
still
feel
think,
I need to see more. I need to see him just not laying in
I
bed.
still think his head looks too grown for
Yeah,
his,
that's
his
just
body.
Nintendo though, man. That's just
But-
that's a standard. But I like his clothing. I like there's a lot of detail there. The textures aren't great, I'll be real with you, but there's a lot of detail there. But yeah, that is confirmed coming out. It's almost certainly going to be holiday this year.
Oh,
I
unless
think
it
it's
gets delayed.
guaranteed December release. I'm
Yeah.
smelling a December release.
It'll be the big Christmas push to sell some more Switch 2s
Yeah.
for sure. But that is pretty much everything that was shown, unless anyone can think of anything else.
Lewis, much like the PS5, PS1 version, are you going to be getting the original Xbox Series X version?
No, I said this when we were watching the stream. If I had any attachment to the Xbox, like the original Xbox, I'd think it'd be very cool. I even said anyone who's a big old OG Xbox head, that is such a cool console to get, especially if you don't own a Series X and you're looking to get into the Xbox ecosystem. But yeah, I'm not bothered about having an Xbox.
The original Xbox is a weird one. It's weird that anyone has any nostalgia for it because it came so late to that generation.
Yeah, I'm
And the
nostalgic for the 360.
Yeah, 360 for sure. Like if they did the
Yeah.
360 version of it, like even I'd be tempted. But
No.
yeah, no. Do you know? Did you hear that the CEO gave everyone in the audience a free one?
Yeah, free
Yep.
one. Yeah, Made me
Jealous,
sad.
the jealousy, man. It's just ridiculous. All right, we're gonna move on. That was the news. Thank you for sticking with us. It is.
It's draft
Okay.
update time.
It's draft update time. Right, let me quickly share. Let me quickly move over to this screen. All right, so if you remember from the last PTR show, we all made picks on what we thought was going to be shown, and then we got points based off of that. And
Oh,
then
Oliver, you did terribly.
I'm aware. So yeah. Whoever got the most points is going to be the first to do new picks in the draft shortly, and the people with the least points, me, will be the last. So yeah, so Lewis got a load of points here with Final Fantasy VII, God of War Faye, Code Veronica, all of which I thought were not going to come at all. I did not think
Same.
any of those were
No,
going to be
sure.
shown.
Wait, what? You got one from Marvel 1943?
It got shown at the PC gaming
got a
show,
name
so I
in
counted it.
It got said,
Oh.
it got
Did
said
it?
that it's been.
Yeah, it did.
It didn't show anything. They literally just said it's still coming out next year, and that was it.
Okay.
That's all. That's all. They
It
did.
technically counts because it was
No,
during
no,
one
no.
of the-
Yeah, no, it counts. It counts. I'm not arguing against that.
I was surprised I didn't hear anything about it.
It did get
I
minus
barely
2.
heard. I barely heard anything about it. It was a tweet that I saw it on after the fact.
He got -2 Fire Emblem, but he ended up with a total of 8 points, which was really, really good. Alex got 3 for Persona 4 Revival, Ocarina of Time Remake. He got 2 for Fire Emblem Fortunes of Weave, and he got -3 for Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, yeah, you got cooked on that. That's sad. You would have won.
Yeah. Then now got points for Control Resonant, Clockwork Revolution, Fable, and lost points for Ocarina of Time. And then Jesus Christ, I know I said at the time I fucked up with Tomb Raider. I shouldn't have put Catalyst up there at all. I thought Legacy of Atlantis was Catalyst, and Catalyst was like Legacy of Atlantis, so I didn't get any points for any of these. I got 1 for Legacy of Atlantis, which did show Silent Hill Townfall, and then lost a massive amount of points over Faye and Code Veronica because I didn't think either of those were going to be there. So Lewis, Alex, Niall, me. Grand. We'll move on to this.
It's
quick
time.
update.
It
Oh, I
It's
need to
is-
business
go on-
time.
it
I need to go on
is
the website.
business time. So we'll go over what's happened since the last time. I can't remember what exactly. So I've lost Fable. Fable got delayed, so I'm gonna get 0 points for that.
I lost Persona 4 Revival.
Lewis also
I
had
got
Fable
delayed.
on his counterpick.
I can't pick Persona as well.
He can't pick Persona, so Alex is up there. Now's down. Did anything else come out?
Mina the Hollower came out.
Mina the Hollow came out.
James Bond came out.
Did I get? Was me Mina the Hollow? 92.
You
Mina
had
the
Mina the
Hollow. Yeah,
Hollow.
really good score on that one. James Bond came out. He got an 88. I got another really good score. I believe, unless someone can tell me differently, that is it.
I'm pretty sure Lego Batman also came out within the last time I did
is
it.
that?
Yes,
was
Lego
part of it as
Batman.
well?
Lego
Yeah, we did do a draft update last time. So yeah, 84. Right. So currently it is Lewis winning. Alex is in second. I'm in third, and Niall.
Niall's in mega last.
Niall's in mega last.
I've got a lot of games still to come out though. I picked
You
the latter
do.
half of the year.
Looking at
Control, Marvel Token, Trails. You
It's
know,
just funny though how low.
but looking at projected, those placements are very much still the same. So it's Lewis is winning, Alex second, me third, and Niall last. I think as long as I'm not last, I will be happy here because it's not gone the way I wanted it to so far. But we're gonna pick 3 new games each.
Yeah.
Starting with Lewis.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have plenty of games left, so I think the tides. Yeah, I think it could change very easily depending on the rest of these releases. We have another 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 7. We have another 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but yeah, we're just gonna be choosing 3 more now, each, and then.
You signed in.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make a bid.
How do I do it? Is it bids? Is that how we do it now?
Yeah, make a bid.
Make a bid.
Yeah, but we're just gonna do it. Thingy,
Yeah.
like you just select the game.
Okay, right, Lewis.
So yeah, I think there is a very obvious one to choose here. I could be wrong on this, and I did do some research beforehand because I needed to make sure I chose best. The obvious high-scoring best game of all time is going to be The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time remake. I think it would be very silly and stupid to not choose that as the first pick. It's going to be easy 90s.
Yeah, consider it's a remake of what is considered one of the best games of all time.
Yeah, I
for
believe
sure.
it still is categorized as like number 1 on a lot of websites. So,
Yeah, it got 99 on Metacritic.
So yeah, I'm gonna drop Ocarina of Time remake as my bid. I'm gonna bid a whole $1 to
Okay.
place that bid.
Good shit.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, guys,
What?
during the public bidding window, you can only bid on a game that is already being bid on by at least one player. You can use this form. It's not letting me bid on it.
What?
Something to do with the current public biddings. It said I can't bid on it.
Have you pressed make a bid on game actions?
Yeah, I can show you.
Why can't we just add games? Why do we have to make a bid at this point?
I don't know. I don't know the fellas, right?
You're the one who runs it, man. We gotta get the information.
It's not letting.
Oh, I think it's because last night it was like no games are being bid on, so it's So I think we're in that window of where the bids are being processed.
So
we can just say the games and then we'll just do them on Monday.
Could someone write all this down then? So that we know.
Write it down.
And then we'll add it tomorrow when the bidding window.
I'll just do it on this doc.
Sorry for everyone watching. That was a bit annoying, but yeah.
I mean, they don't get to see anything anyway.
That's
really,
true. That's true. Yeah. We'll just have to remember to update this tomorrow. Yeah.
Right, great. Sorry, so we got Legends of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time is my
yeah.
First
Next pick is Alex.
Right, so I think I did a little bit of research, and the Rayman Legends got 90. So I'm gonna go with Rayman Legends.
Fuck, that was one of mine. You bastard.
My list is just getting shorter and shorter as time goes on.
So bad. Okay, it's fine. Oh, that's a sad one to lose. I think that one's going to score really high.
Yep.
Right. Niall.
Who's next? Oh, it's Niall.
Yeah.
Come on now,
I'm-
pick something good with this, man. Come on.
I'm gonna go with Onimusha with the sword.
Okay, that was not even on my list.
No, that definitely wasn't a high priority pick, but fair.
All right, I get 2 now. Right, we're on the other system.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go for Big Walk.
Oh, you bastard! I had that.
So
I had that.
when you said just before we started recording, no, it's them making it, so it's gonna be good. That's what I've completely forgot about the Big Walk until you said that. House are making it. So yeah.
You bastards.
And then secondly, what do I pick?
It's terrifying.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
So
for. Let's make sure it's definitely coming out this year. One sec.
One second.
One second. There's a Lewis one sec if you ever did here.
No. I'm not talking. I'm gonna go for Castlevania Belmont's Curse.
Oh god damn
Oh,
it.
yikes.
Oh,
Yikes.
for fuck's sake. Right.
Someone didn't do their research.
What?
No,
I checked the recent Castlevania games and they've all got like 70s.
they no right, Oliver. They haven't released a recent 2D Castlevania game in like 20 years. You're fine. The recent games are 3D
Yeah, exactly.
games. It's not like you're fine.
Yeah.
That is definitely a good pick.
Okay.
I know I might be cooked with this, as the kids say.
No.
Oh, God.
But I'm gonna go for Halo Campaign Evolved.
No, I think that's decent.
Yeah,
No, I
that's-
think
yeah.
that's a good show.
I
that's
checked
kinda right,
Metacritic, the original 97 on
Yeah.
Metacritic, the original.
Yeah.
So it probably won't get that this time,
Oh,
but
that's fine.
No, times have changed. People have
hopefully it'll get high 80s.
Right, I'm gonna go with, because the reason I knew about this game is Final Fantasy Resonance.
Damn.
Yeah, that's decent.
Yeah.
That
Good,
one
good
played
show.
well.
Good show.
2 for Big
Right,
Dog.
you get 2.
All right, I've got one safe one because we got it confirmed, and then the other one's just me risking it all purely off of aura. So the first one that's safe, I'm gonna do Silent Hill Townfall.
Yep.
The other ones, despite me not overly enjoying them, they do score relatively high. So I'm confident in a decent score for that. And the other one I'm gonna go for, and again, it's purely on aura. They have not given us a release date. They keep saying 2026, and I don't know if I believe them. But it's Dustbloods. The From Software Twitch exclusive game. They always do really well. People love a Dark Souls type game, especially coming from the guys themselves, FromSoft. So, but the issue is it going to come out this year? They said it's going to, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm worried. But yeah, we'll see if they do hit that 2026 release.
Back to
I
Alex.
think I'm gonna do a bit of a risky one, because I think it might do well. I'm gonna go with Orbitals.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys are just taking everything off my list.
Which one's
Good shout.
Orbitals? Oh,
That's
co-op.
the
Okay.
multiplayer
Yeah,
split
yeah.
screen game
Yeah.
that's exclusive to Switch 2.
Oh, you're making me go. You're making. I was gonna save one. I'm sure of the release date, but you're making me go for it. It's me now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Ontos.
Ontos?
ONTOS. Made
Yeah.
by the same developers who made Soma. It is said to come out in 2026. We have not heard anything since January 2026.
Oh
So
God.
yeah, I was hoping to save that one, but I think I gotta go big gotta go home.
Well,
As they say.
I'll probably do well if it comes out for sure.
No, but it should do. I just don't know if it will or not. Oh, we do a counter bit and pick as well in this one. Keep
Yeah,
that
so
in
all of
mind.
us is pick and then his counter pick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the counter pick can be any of the games, that are
Any of
currently
them.
running, or any of these, but we just have to do it the next thing when they get processed.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I've got 4 games on my list here left over. I'll tell you what. No one else is picking, are there?
No.
All right. So on my list here, I've got Star Fox. I've got Resonance: A Plague Tale. I've got Star Wars: Galactic Racer. Now I don't think
Star
any
Wars.
of those are going to do particularly well. So I'm going to have to go with the most unique game I've got on my list, which is Screenbound.
Oh,
Screenbound.
that could do really well. That's the one where you play on the GBA or the just the Game Boy.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Go with Screenbound. And then for my counter pick, I need some kind of visual thing of what people have picked.
Was no
But-
one
Go on the thingy, the spreadsheet.
Was no one feeling the
Click on the
Splatoon
spreadsheet.
The Splatoon raid is
There you go.
hype?
No, they were not.
No.
No.
One question.
All right, let me have a look here now. Let me see.
Classic Simon Hill.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered.
Counterpick's hard.
So you don't
Yeah.
have to do these ones, Oliver. You can do the ones that we've already picked as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have another look through. There's a lot going on here. I can't. They're all good picks. It's the issue. They're all good picks.
I wonder if Niall's going to stick to his guns and say Wolverine because it was mid.
No, I think it will get 80s, but I won't give it an 80
No, yeah.
because people are they drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm going to go with the most
on it.
obvious one. I'm going to go with Dusk Bloods.
Is that the most obvious one?
I don't think it'll go out this year.
It's the uncertainty of it coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else has confirmed release dates.
They keep saying 2026 for Dust Bloods, but yeah, there's been no date.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
next.
I'm stuck here for what to even pick.
The Screenbound got a release date.
Yes, that is why I picked it. It's September.
Just to confirm that. Yep. Oh, okay. Right. Let me have a think here. You know what? I genuinely don't believe in Townfall. So I'm gonna counterpick Silent Hill Townfall.
Okay.
It's valid.
I think it'll be a 70s.
I'm just doing it purely based on the like Silent Hill F got like a 85, I think, and I didn't really like that game. So
Yeah.
I think because it's a risky one, I'm gonna go with Ontos because it doesn't have a proper release date.
Yeah. I would do that if I didn't pick it. So that's good.
let me just check the other. Has anyone chose that? I mean, I could do that because I don't know if it's coming out, man. Mine's not one of the new games. I'm just gonna stick it on Danganronpa 2x2.
Damn, one of my games finally.
Yeah.
Why haven't they announced it if it's coming? Why haven't they said anything if it's coming out this
I
year?
have no idea.
It's the easiest game to release, and they have said nothing, and we're running out of time.
Yeah.
So it's a worrying one because if it does come out, I think it will score decently. People like Danganronpa a lot, but
it scores between like 85 and 88, I think it was.
I don't trust giving it to any of the games we've chosen here because I think they're all going to score relatively high, like guaranteed.
Yeah.
So I don't want to risk putting it on to one of them.
So
the only one I maybe would have done would have been Orbitals, but people like co-op games, so
right,
it just seems too risky.
To sum up, so Alex has picked Rayman Legends, Final Fantasy Resonance, and Orbitals, and has counterpicked Ontos. Lewis has picked Ocarina of Time Remake, Silent Hill, Townfall, and Dustbloods. Counterpicked Danganronpa 2x2. Niall has picked Omninutia, Way of the Sword, Halo Campaign Evolved, Ontos, and counterpicked Silent Hill. And I have picked The Big Walk, Castlevania Belmont's Curse, Screenbound, and I've counterpicked Dustbloods. Now, I'm pretty happy with my picks. The only one that I'm gutted about is Ocarina of Time Remake, but I think everyone was going to be scrambling for that.
I mean, no, yeah, that
honestly, I didn't even have it on my list.
What?
Like,
Really?
I didn't think. I didn't consider the directs at all when picking my games. So
I mean, they could bait us. That 2026 release for Ocarina of Time might just check. They might just go, "Oh yeah, actually, no, it isn't."
It is slightly risky. It is, but
the fact they didn't show anything is scary. But like Oliver said, I think they need a holiday game to sell Switch 2s.
And the way they are doing their stuff at the moment, they're not really showing stuff until like 3 months out.
Yeah. I think everyone got good picks there, though. I think everyone's actually got high scoring, decent picks there. Yeah. So it should add something to the challenge of it, I guess.
Right, now, fellas, do we do the big cheese or do we wait for a separate video?
I think at this point it should just be a separate video, but it's going to be 3 hours long.
Cool. Right, so we will be doing a separate video for the review of 007 First Light. We'll get that out fairly shortly, though. And but I think that's pretty much it, unless someone else has got anything they want to say.
No.
No.
Cracking. Thank you very much for joining us. We shall see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.